Streamlabs will just arbitrarily add in the description of your video when you're going live and stuff, without you knowing it. They'll add a link to a donation thing for your channel, which is weird because I'd never set up a donation thing, and I'm not the one that put it in there. And I looked it up, and it's like, yeah, it does do that. And I was like, holy shit! Like, are you fucking with me right now? Like,
I mean, there's not going to be any money, but where would it go?
Well, that's the thing, is like, I'm like, well, not only that, but it's like, why would I want that without it linked up to something to put the money? Yeah, but also, like, what about people that just don't want donations? Like, they're just not here for that for whatever reason. It's like,
what the fuck, dude? No, it's very odd.
Because I know there's like educational channels, there's like channels that are like, public like stuff and whatever. It's just like,
it's very odd.
Because I know there's like educational.
Yeah, that's a weird thing to just force on there.
Yeah, just to add in with no request. Like, I could see it being like a toggle. Oh, is this the one where the dumb bitch like tries to throw the drink, falls in, and then the other chick falls off the board?
Yeah,
I've seen this one I've seen this one a few times. Like, they all end up fucking gone, and then it's just the boat on its own.
Well, it's not though.
Oh, maybe it's a different one then. Okay.
Yeah, well, no. What I'm saying is, if you look closely at the video, there's clearly a shadow of a dude holding a camera up filming.
Oh, I never saw that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, and apparently, if you look even closer, you can see his hand on the fucking steering thingy.
Yeah, you can. You can see his hand on there.
That's bullshit.
God damn it. Fucking, is anything real?
Yeah, I mean, I don't. It's been a long time since I've been anywhere near boats, but yeah, it's not going to stay going straight.
Yeah, it's like the one I put up a clip of.
Completely off. It's going to start slowly drifting and then increasingly drift faster and faster.
Yeah.
It's not going to go straight.
No, yeah, it would drift to one side or the other sooner or later, and probably like hit the shore and just like ground out.
Yeah, it would drift a little, and then it would start drifting faster and faster until it was fucking. Yeah.
Could potentially flip over if it didn't hit the shore, but it probably hit the shore before that.
Yeah, in that area, there's not much. It's not very wide.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's enough. But yeah, if it's drifting faster and faster and like in the middle of a lake or something, it could flip itself over eventually.
Yeah,
but that's like what was
it? Hands up, holding it very steady.
Oh yeah.
You can see his hands, both hands. They're both arms or whatever. Both hands are holding it, trying to keep it steady, I assume.
Yeah, of course.
Or no, one's on the wheel. That's right. I forgot.
He's got one hand on the wheel and the other hand holding the camera, or like operating the camera if it's on a tripod. I don't know. But it's like that stupid clip I put up. Like, there's a whole video, but it's not worth watching. The clip where the lady's fighting with her daughter because her daughter told dad she was cheating on him. It's like, why would there even be film of this? Like, this is such nonsense. That would not be on a film, and so perfectly framed. Not to mention, like, no kid talks like that. But it's just like, you see in the comments, there's all these people who are like, oh my god, she's such a hero, and it's like, are you fucking retarded?
Yeah. There's so much fake shit, dude. God damn.
I just assume that anything is fake. Like, I used to like listening to the Reddit ones, where it was different people reading the Reddits. Now it's all AI, so I just block all those channels immediately. And even in the Reddit ones, because you knew they were all bullshit. Like, even if they weren't like 100% like fake, it's just you're hearing the story from like one person trying to write themselves as a hero. Like, every time. Yeah. Like, you're hearing from somebody trying to write themselves a hero. So, like, it's never going to be 100% accurate. But, and some of those stories are, like, just fucking lists of crimes.
Right.
Like, if you've ever heard the nuclear revenge or the revenge threads. Oh, Jesus Christ. Like, nobody who did any of that would write that down and post that anywhere ever. Like, you're out of your mind.
Oh fuck.
Oh, I like that. That's my favorite scene from As Good as It Gets. I watched that movie like I think once or twice. And yeah, that scene at the elevator where he just it's so savagely the way he says it too, because like it's fucking I forget his name. How do I forget the actor's name?
Yeah, Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson is just so good at delivering lines in that really savage way, that really like aggressive manner. It's like I take a man and I remove accountability and reason. Like,
oh man, she's so excited to finally talk to him.
well, and the funny thing is that's an accurate thing. That's exactly what's true. Like it's real life. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I mean, how did she not know he was a complete fucking misanthropic asshole? I thought everyone kind of knew that. They had been working there that long.
Oh yeah.
Maybe she was new. Maybe she was relatively new.
You know, everybody's got to learn sometime. But the thing was, he's being 100% honest, and that's accurate to real life too, which is really like the fun part of that line. Yeah, because every man watching that is like, oh, that's 100% true. Oh yeah.
I've never heard it said that way, but that is kind of perfect.
Yeah.
That is kind of a perfect description.
It's like an instinctive knowledge that's just like, oh yeah, this is how it goes. Man, I have been watching various different updates on like the whole ICE thing and how that's going, where they're like going and finally deporting the fucking scum and the leeches and all that shit. And man, they need to start bringing in the military and mass arresting these people for obstruction and interfering and stuff. Like they can't keep allowing these insurrections to go on. Like they like to claim that January 6th was an insurrection, despite people being openly invited in. But,
yeah, did you see the one where that bitch was literally making it was Facebook or whatever it was, but she was literally calling on the fucking gangs in those neighborhoods to protect their turf or whatever.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. That was fucking are you serious? Like that's a fucking crime. It's incitement to violence.
Yeah, everybody. Well, not everybody, but there are people that are apparently upset. The FBI showed up. Like, did you hear what she fucking said? She's fucking insane.
Well, and not only that, but think of the danger that you're putting everybody on, involved in when you do that kind of thing.
Right. Yeah, innocent bystanders alone is fucking crazy.
Exactly. Innocent bystanders. Just everybody is more unsafe because of those actions. It's like you can't.
Yeah, that's a pretty fucking rock solid case of incitement if I've ever fucking heard it.
Well, she had not only does she have an audience, but she has a major position of authority.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Yeah, and then and not surprising, I guess. It's their job. It's pretty gross, but for the lawyers to be like, these charges are crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's these baseless claims. It's crazy. And you're like, wow. Like, you're right up there with Carmelo Anthony's lawyer, dude.
Yeah.
As far as calling quite the most baseful claims ever, the most baseful charges ever, and you're calling them baseless.
Oh yeah, I mean literally they have video now that shows him just arbitrarily stabbing the guy, that there was no violent altercation to start with. So like they know for a fact that he did absolutely nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like I said, it's worse than I thought, or any of us thought. Like, I thought the kid did at least do something.
Yeah, that there was a fight beforehand that set him off, or something along those lines.
Yeah, apparently not. Apparently he was literally going in there and going to stab somebody, no matter what happened.
Yeah, he went there to kill somebody that day. Which is what I've said since the very beginning. Like, there's no way he didn't go in there at the intention of murdering someone. Like, he absolutely was.
Although
like,
I thought he might have been like, I mean, this is probably way too charitable, but I was like, maybe he just wanted to stab somebody and not necessarily kill him. But even that seems a little too generous now.
Like, he's a high school student. I'm like willing to accept a lot of real dumb shit from somebody, but like,
yeah,
a high school student knows that if you fucking stab somebody, they're dead.
Yeah. Maybe if you stabbed him, like, I don't know, in the arm, like just a little, or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
But dude, you stab him anywhere near organs, dude. Like, what the fuck, dude? You know enough about people and how organs work.
Yeah. There's no such thing as somebody who doesn't understand that, like,
stabbing someone like that is probably going to kill them.
Yeah. Nobody past like the age of 10.
Most likely thing to happen. Yeah. It's not like, oh, this is an aberration and he died. They're crazy, huh?
Yeah,
like,
no, I thought this could happen. I don't understand.
Yeah. Yeah, it's by far the most likely thing. So, yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully that dude gets fucking executed, because that's a serial killer in the making. I'm sorry. And I'm sure there are people who will be like, oh, you're racist. And it's like, yeah, that's a fucking serial killer in the making, bro. Like, I don't care what you all say.
I can find plenty of fucking white guys if you want that I feel the same about.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, no, there's a ton of other people I would say the same thing about that are not black. Yeah, absolutely. Anybody who did that I would say that. I don't give a shit what color they are. It's like anybody who's gonna like bring a knife to school like that. It's like, oh yeah, that clearly somebody who's there to commit a crime and like wants to kill people.
Yeah, like this kid was just born wrong, and he's not gonna get better. Or it's again exceptionally unlikely, and not taking that fucking chance. You lock him up, kill him. Or if you have to, keep him in prison forever till he dies.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I prefer you kill him, but definitely don't let him out at any
time. I am pretty comfortable with executing people like that. For the simple reason that if there's no way I want that person to ever be out on the street again for any reason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so, like,
exactly.
I don't care if that means execution and people are uncomfortable with that. I don't care if people are comfortable with that. I don't really give a fuck how other people feel in this case.
Yeah.
Because it's like, this is a person who is going to harm somebody if they are ever allowed back on the street. So if for whatever reason you put them in prison, you remember how many people they just decided to let out because of COVID?
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, all these fucking criminals just walking around on the street now because COVID, they're gonna get sick. It's like, well, then they shouldn't have fucking committed the crime in the first place. I don't give a fuck about I don't care if they die in prison. Genuinely, like, whatever, man.
Yeah, not big on my list of concerns, dude.
Yeah. My concern is the people that haven't done anything wrong and deserve the safety that their tax money should be paying for.
Yeah, I believe in rehabilitation to a degree, but it's when death is involved or even seriously violent shit. Yeah, fuck you.
I think if you're in prison, there's a reason you're in prison if you're in prison. The number of people who are falsely accused and convicted is fairly small.
Right.
And when it comes to things like COVID and stuff, it's like there are other ways of dealing with things besides like what do you call it? Besides
just letting them out on the fucking streets.
Like there are safer ways of dealing with that. So like I don't really buy that. Like that's the only thing that you can do is just to let them all out onto the street.
Yeah, early release was so fucking stupid. Yeah, you remember that guy that got like fuck, I forgot. He was the one that was like in like a Wendy's drive-through at like Atlanta or somewhere in the South, where he ended up like running from the cops and like had grabbed their taser and shit or some crazy shit like that. But yeah, he ended up getting shot and killed, dude. And I'm like, yeah, I'm okay with that. Like, people were making a big deal about it. I'm like, I'm actually glad he's fucking dead, and we don't know what would have happened if he had gotten away.
What was it? What I mean? Like, there was a video I was watching with supposedly corrupt cops getting life sentences, and the first couple stories were legit. And then...
Right.
And then... And then they moved on to, like, Derek Chauvin and stuff like that, and I'm like, nah, dude, that guy wasn't corrupt, and Floyd didn't die from anything he did. Like, that's... Come on. Like, let's not play that game, guys. Come on. And then they show this other guy where it's like... these two fucking thugs are in a car. They run from police initially because they have a gun and they don't want to get caught. They did shoot at police while they were driving away, like trying to run away from them a couple times. And like a cop ended up shooting one of them as they were trying to get away again, and they fucking put him in jail for like 27 years. Like, the only reason the car had come to a stop was the police cars had blocked it in entirely, and one of the cars had moved so they could, and they were, like, clearly trying to go away again. And it's like, nah, dude, he's right. That's a clean shoot. You absolutely, as a police officer, have, like, the ability to shoot somebody, like, and I say the responsibility to, if they're posing a threat to other people. You know, that's like...
what would happen, they would most likely cause more fucking death and destruction if you just let them go.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck, dude? Again, what is most likely? Same fucking thing, dude.
Yep. And it was just one of those things that just drives you nuts, because you're like, and then this guy's going to prison, and I don't think he did anything wrong. Like, he legitimately was just doing his job as a policeman. Same thing with, like, Derek Chauvin. It's like, yeah, that dude was a career criminal. There was no reason to suspect he was in any real distress and not just trying to get out of it, or having, like, you know, a panic attack or something. And the reason he died was because he ate enough fucking fentanyl to kill a couple of elephants, you know? Like...
Well, it's all kinds of shit. Didn't he have, like, 7 different fucking drugs in his system?
Oh, I don't remember all of it. I just know, like, the one thing that really, in my opinion, mattered most was the
fentanyl was definitely
the most deadly level. And the levels were just so extreme. It was like there's no one on the planet could have eaten that much fentanyl and not died. There's no way he thought that was a safe dose. Like, that's...
Yeah, if he had just
anything else, like, could have been, like, casual, like, he just is a junkie, but, like, that was, like, nah, there's nobody on the planet who takes that dose thinking they're gonna make it.
Yeah. Yeah, again, if he doesn't pass the counterfeit 20, he just dies, like, I don't know, driving somewhere or after having a ride somewhere.
Yeah, he was going to die either way. There was no, like, potential.
Yeah. Whether anybody was stepping on his neck or not. Yeah.
Well, and then, like, I hate Steven Crowder. I don't like him, but he did do a stream where he literally had somebody doing that hold on him for the entire stream, and he was fine. Like, they did it for like 20 minutes, an hour. It was like some ridiculous amount of time doing that exact same thing as Derek Chauvin was in the video, and he was absolutely fine the entire time. He could talk, he could interact. He wasn't enjoying it.
Yeah, wasn't there was some bitch, I don't know if she was a politician or an actual higher level police person, but in that same whatever, overseeing wherever the fuck Derek Chauvin worked, had actually, like, bitched about that hold, but then it turned out there was footage of them actually demonstrating that exact fucking thing.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a bunch of fucking weirdness. Like, how do you not remember you did that? And that was filmed, and now you're gonna bitch about it because fucking it's politically expedient for you to do it.
Yeah, well, and the thing is, like,
terrible.
Now police are down one tool that they could use legitimately to aid them in their job that would have been good for them. You know, it's like...
Yeah. Fucking mess.
Yeah. But it was just really frustrating to see that, because I was like, I can't watch the rest of this video because you're already, like... 2 for 3, like two situations where there was no crime and the police officers were like accused like falsely.
Yeah, because they were white and they killed some black person. Basically. Dude, after the I had linked that after the Stephanie Lazarus, the cop, the detective bitch with the crazy fucking expressions, the insane amount of crazy expressions or whatever. All right, well, I'd linked the other one, Crazy Eyes bitch, that had like beaten her like 10-year-old stepdaughter to death. I don't know if you ever watched any of that, but it's just fucking the craziest Crazy Eyes, dude. But it set me on, for some reason, I started looking up linking other child abuse videos. And I was like, I kept watching them for some fucking reason. And I really regret it. Because holy shit, is there some fucked up shit.
Yeah, I don't know that I can watch that. That seems rough.
Dude. Dude, there was one where they're doing like an interrogation of this bitch. And basically, like, she's talking so matter-of-factly about what she did and trying to pretend that this kid just accidentally... Apparently a big thing to claim is that, oh, the kid fell off the sink and hit his head on the toilet. Like, apparently that's a fairly common claim to try to make what happened. And the guy's like, because the detective... the kid died. Like, the kid was dead. And then, like the detectives, I don't know how they do it. I guess they're trained to do it and they know they have to, but like they managed to match this like matter-of-fact fucking speaking engagement, right? Because she's like, oh, okay, all right. What about the other 6? What about the other 6 wounds? He didn't fall off 7 times, right?
Yeah.
And they're just like bullshitting. And then she's like talking so matter-of-factly and like, what she was talking about using was like some kind of tool, and it finally comes out that she had hit this kid in the head with a fucking tire iron at least 7 times. A 3-year-old.
Put her in a wood chipper. Wood chipper feet first, man.
Dude. Yeah, I honestly think like some of these cases, like why are you doing a plea deal? Yeah, don't do a plea deal. Other than the plea deal is...
Yeah, I don't give a fuck if it costs more money to have them executed or put them in jail forever and never ever see them again. Like, I don't care if that's more expensive. To me, it's like that's not even a question of
right.
Yeah, you do like, obviously that's worth it. Like, you don't even question that. Come on, man.
Yeah, so I'm like, no, don't give her a deal. Whether she pleads guilty or not guilty, fucking death penalty.
I think anybody that's tortured and murdered a child should be feet first into a wood chipper, like a giant fucking wood chipper.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of kids, dude, but goddamn, how do you do something like that, man?
I cannot stand children. Yeah. I am. If I go to see like a movie in a movie theater and there's kids in there, I'm fucking unhappy. Very, very fucking unhappy.
Yeah, no, me, besides my own, I don't really give a shit about any other ones, dude. But yeah, it's like, how do you, even with that level of, I guess at best, just disinterest.
It's like, I can't stand, I don't like owning pets. I don't hate animals, but I don't want to own pets. But I'm not tolerating, pets being tortured either. It's like, that's just, disgusting. I do not understand it, dude. I don't know how. Fuck, man. Like I said, most mindsets I can at least kind of identify with, or at least understand it on some level. But to be able to do the kind of shit fucking people do to kids, I don't understand it. Yeah. And again, not being a fan of kids, I still don't get it. I just fucking, yeah, it's pretty bad. I'll just leave it at that one because there's ones that are just as fucking bad that I came across. I'm like, why am I doing this? Ugh, it's fucking depressing.
Well, because I wanted to share the old Crazy Eyes bitch video. I don't know if you even watched that, but yeah, that bitch was just as fucking crazy.
Oh man! Oh, you did the one with the letters? That's what you're talking about? The one you put us with the letters? Because I couldn't watch that shit. I was like, nah, I can't listen to this crazy bitch.
No, that was the suitcase, the one where she zipped the guy up in a suitcase and haunted him or whatever. Yeah, that was Sarah Boone. I actually got through it because I do find her level of delusion fascinating.
Like just how fucking lunacy, her lunacy.
Yeah, like she really thought she was getting like that if she just wrote the next letter to the judge, the next she was written crazy amount of letters to the judges, to her attorneys, and they're all fucking shitty in some way, right? But she's really, I think in her mind, she was like, yeah, this is going to be the one. They're going to be like, okay, you're free to go. Like, I think she was that delusional. Not intentionally. I don't know if you remember the videos, but she's like, yeah, but not intentionally. She kept saying that over and over. Fucking. But yeah, dude. And then, I think I had linked her. Because I had never seen her her pre-sentencing statement, where she said all that wild shit about how she forgives the guy she killed, and forgives his family, and all this other shit. Like basically, obviously taking no responsibility. Right before the judge was going to sentence her, and it's like, how you they gave you a plea deal that was 15 years. You would have been out in like another, like they probably would have served 12. So she would have like maybe another 6 years.
Yeah, she's a woman. You gotta figure she might have only gotten away with like 5 or 10 at most. Like after
the deal was 15 years.
Yeah, well, the 15-year deal with women, because women are more likely to get parole earlier too. So she might have
and she'd already served 6. So they're like, it'll probably serve maybe 12, and she'd already served 6. So she had maybe at max another 6 years.
Yeah, and she could potentially be out earlier than 6 years. She could be out after like 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's what I'm saying. She could have really gotten away with a sweetheart deal, which should never have been offered in the first place, because there was no question of her guilt. Like,
yeah, it was very odd that they were even offering that.
Oh, there was a fucking chick who literally on camera, in the police video, she was literally on camera stealing shit from houses. So they'd go through, search a house, she'd take all their fucking jewelry and watches and jam it in her shirt and stuff. On her own fucking camera, they caught her doing it. She got 15 months of probation. The superior officer that was also in the house, who I don't know if he was involved or not, there's no video of him doing anything wrong. Nor is there any video of him saying to steal anything or being aware of somebody stealing anything,
on it at all.
He's nothing like that. He got 15 years in prison for the same stuff. Dude. And it's like, or no, he got 12 years in prison, not 15. The 15 was in my head. No, he got 12 years in prison, and she got like 15 months of probation. And it's like, she's the one that actually committed the crime. Why the fuck is she getting probation and not going to jail? Like, she should have at least gotten a year in prison.
Yeah, what the fuck? And why did the guy get that much fucking time?
And he was maintaining his innocence the entire time, which, innocent or guilty, he would have done either way. But
yeah,
considering there was zero evidence of him ever having committed a crime, it's like, that's pretty fucking brutal.
Yeah, that's fucking insane. Yeah, but yeah, the bitch that did the tire iron shit did get, they offered her just life in prison without the possibility of parole, so at least we know she bitch isn't getting back out.
Yeah.
But dude, kill her.
Yeah.
Just fucking kill that bitch. She's fucking evil.
I think they need to bring back executions for a lot of crimes.
Yeah.
But then I've had that stance for a long time. I think, any kind of rape, any kind of like actual child molestation, I think they need to differentiate more between like child molestation and like I wouldn't want like somebody who's just dating somebody younger and the parents get mad, you know, like get executed. That would be too far. The statutory thing. But other than that,
that should be a one strike and you're out, dude. Absolutely.
Yep. 100%.
Like I said, I have all the sympathy in the world for anybody that got stuck with that affliction, with that attraction.
Well, I'm also saying like rape and as well too. Like any kind of sex crime should be.
Yeah.
But not like specifically not like statutory rape. I think that would be too far.
Right.
Like I'm not against statutory rape being a crime, depending on the situation.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah. That's not the type of thing that.
Yeah, where it can be, I think with statutory, it should be what should be the deciding factor between statutory and not is not just the age gap, but also the intent. Was this a long-term legitimate relationship, or was this just somebody taking advantage of somebody younger?
Right. Oh shit! I never texted that fucking. I never replied to that text. Probably for the best.
Oh no! Oh yeah! I was saying you should schedule the fucking appointment, dude. Like I'll meet you on Friday at 6:00. You know, sure. And then when they like, where were you? Like, where were you? I said, and then, just keep going.
Yeah, maybe tell them to go. No, we're going to the other one this time.
Yeah,
and then they're like, what other one? Like, dude, you know what? Dude, don't be stupid. You know which the other one is. Like, and never tell them.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. That would have been hilarious. Just keep going.
All right, I think we're done here. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look, be at the other one, or we're done. Something like that.
Oh, what was it? There was a video I saw that was like a similar sort of premise, but obviously I think it was fake. This guy is saying, like, I was very bored today, so I decided to have some flowers sent to my neighbor from Laura. And then he, like, opens the window and, like, you hear this fight. Oh, the fuck is blah, 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 blah. And you're like, oh, okay, I get it. Your neighbors were fighting and you thought this was funny. But,
Jesus, dude.
It was a pretty funny joke as long as it was a fake one. You know, like, where he just, like, my neighbors are fighting. What can I do to, like, fucking entertain myself since I can't not fucking hear this, you know? Because like that makes sense to me. It's like, oh, I have to hear this. All right, well, you're gonna be the fucking butt of the joke then.
Yeah, you're gonna be my entertainment instead of annoying me.
Yeah, exactly.
Now it's fun to watch.
Like the two girls in the apartment above me. There was a Twitter, I think it was, way back in the very, very early days of Twitter. And the whole thing was this kid who happens to be a famous actress's son, actually, lived in an apartment under two women. Like, two women were living in the apartment above him. And these women were fucking lunatics. So he would constantly tweet shit, like, at the two women above me. Because they were, like, engaged in, like, the most bizarre antics. And, like, it was so funny. I was like, he was like Susan Sarandon's son or something like that. It was. You probably still find a bunch of them online somewhere, but it was very entertaining. But it was a similar thing where he's like, I have to live underneath these two fucking lunatics and constantly be like hearing this crazy shit. At least I can make it entertaining for me and tweet about it to the world.
Yeah. No, I can see that, dude. No issues with that at all. It goes from being irritating to entertaining. That is taking lemons and making lemonade, if I've ever heard it.
That's how I worked at the gas station. When I worked at the gas station, man, I always was like, if somebody's like crazy or mean or angry or stupid or whatever, this is now like my funny story to tell my friends later.
Right.
And I would actively think that way on the job, because then it's like, oh yeah, this doesn't bother me at all. Like, I'm fine. You know? And let me tell you, I'm sure you know, if you've ever worked you've worked customer service, you like phone sales and stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
So you know as well as I do that nothing is better than complete calm and complete lack of response to like angry, raging customers.
Oh yeah, dude, drives them nuts.
And they go insane. It's like a whole new level, you know. Like they become so enraged when you're not engaging with whatever temper tantrum they're throwing that it just is fucking great.
Yeah, I used to be like I used to gas him up, dude. I was a fucking asshole, dude.
Oh yeah.
I was a pretty bitter guy for a while, and I would literally gas him up for no reason other than to fuck with him.
Sometimes
and then
it's
like
even
take
funner,
care of him.
yeah.
I would end up taking care of him, dude. But I would fuck with him and piss him off.
You would get him pissed off in the first place. Okay, never mind. I thought you were talking about angry customers.
No, that's what I'm
more
saying.
Angry.
It was shitty to do.
Yeah, I thought you were talking
I would end
about
up taking care of them. But I mean, they would have. Yeah. Well, they were already kind of assholes. It wasn't like they were in a good mood and not friendly. But what I was doing was still uncalled for. I'll admit that. It was more than it was over the line. I did again end up helping them, but still, it was unnecessary. It was just for my own enjoyment.
I had two friends that worked in customer service. One was a waiter, and he actually spit in somebody's food one time, and he felt bad about it. And the guy was like sexually harassing one of the other waitresses, so I kind of was like, yeah, you shouldn't have, but at the same time, I don't know that I feel really that bad for this guy. He kind of fucking wrote his own fucking consequences.
Yeah,
it
deserves to be a public situation.
I don't think I feel bad for this guy at all. But he still felt bad about it like years later. He was just like, nah, I should not have done that. And I was like, well, you know what? I can appreciate that. And the other one was a guy that was a sociopath. And he was working at an internet provider. And so like their company sold internet services. And they were going out of business, but they didn't tell their customers for whatever reason. And he just stopped answering the phone because there was nothing he could do.
Right.
And so he said he was just like, I can't fix any of their problems for any reason.
Well, yeah, like so it's literally impossible.
I'm just not gonna answer any of it. Like I'm just gonna like let the phone ring and the machine will pick up, and then they'll get nothing. And instead of just letting those messages go, he recorded them all. He recorded every last one of these messages, and they were so fucked up because people would call up, and initially they'd be raging, right? They'd be like screaming and yelling, and then they'd be crying and begging and pleading, and it was really sad. But it was like kind of funny at the same time.
Right, jeez.
But yeah,
I can see how you just want to not deal with that anymore.
So this
is making shit worse.
Well, and the people were. He was like, they absolutely are justifiable in being upset, but I'm just a fucking guy in an office. I'm not responsible for what's happening to them, and I can't fix it. So it's like, what am I supposed to do? And it's like, well, you probably should make a fucking gag reel of all of their tragic phone calls.
Right, Jesus.
I mean, what else is he gonna do? He was there all night, It was sad. Yeah, and the funny thing was, because they were going out of business, like, he had kind of free reign to do whatever he wanted, so, like, we were all hanging out there in their offices.
Yeah. Like, what are they going to do, fire him?
Oh, they were long gone. I think they had, like, literally, like, left the country or something by that point, I'm pretty sure.
God damn.
Yeah,
That's fucking nuts.
They were long past any sort of concern for.
Mm-hmm. Was he even still getting paid at that point?
Yeah, he
was. I guess he was.
But... he would definitely not have been there if he was not getting paid.
Yeah, that makes sense. Although it makes me wonder why they bothered.
I think there was equipment still there.
Mm.
There was, if I remember correctly, because this was a long time ago, but there was still like office equipment and stuff like computers and phones and answering machines and printers and stuff like that. And so it was like, I'm pretty sure it was one of those cases where they were like, well, you know, if he's here, at least none of this is going to get stolen.
Yeah, I can see that.
And so that was kind of the
cheaper than paying security.
Yeah, he essentially became like overpaid security, and they were just like, yeah, well, you know. But that seems to be a common theme. I remember when I was a kid, I had a paper route, and then the guy from the paper like just fucking left one day with left his wife and went to Mexico with all the money. Like he just left in the middle of the night, I guess.
Oh yeah, all right. Yeah, fun.
That was kind of a silly one. Like I don't know. Like at one point we got chased down delivering papers. Some guy chased us down to scream at us because he didn't want papers delivered to his customers in like one address or something for some reason.
All right. That was your fault?
Yeah, no, we were just supposed to know, I guess.
Right.
I think my mom did the right thing. She just was like, okay, we'll make sure of that. We gotta go. Bye. Get the fuck away from here. Like, we gotta get out of here. And we just like took off. But that was a kind of a lunatic one. Let's see. We got other stuff down there to go over. What was oh yeah. I haven't seen the whole clip yet, but somebody called immigration on Adam McIntyre.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
that shit was pretty funny.
I hate that guy. I really fucking hate that guy. I know almost nothing about him, but every time I hear him, I'm like, normally anti stuff this fucking kid in the locker. I know he's an adult, but I still want to stuff him in a fucking locker.
You know, a lot of these real leftoids, like, you can tell that they've never faced consequences for any of their actions. And he is a prime example of that, where you know this dude has never had to answer for any of the bullshit he's done to other people, and he's definitely done a bunch of shitty things to people.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think his, because he just loves fucking victimhood status, dude. It's like a fucking crack to him. I think his original, his original notoriety was he was one of the people that Colleen Ballinger was like grooming. Miranda Sings, you remember that bitch, the one that did the ukulele apology?
Oh yeah. That one, fucking
Yeah. So basically, he's just grown that into an entire career of fucking finding ways to fucking be more pathetic and be a fucking victim.
That is the weirdest fucking mindset, is it not? Just that wanting to be a victim thing.
Yeah, and then being an asshole on top of it, you know what I mean? Like, fucked up shit. Starting shit with like Ethan Klein or fucking, I guess back in the day, Trisha Paytas. So that one's tough because then you're both fucking horrible people. But just like you start, it's the same as Frogan, dude.
Well, no. I'm not talking about the cry bully thing. No. You're misunderstanding. I'm talking about just the seeking to be a victim. Like not for anything other than just they want to be the victim in anything. Like the people that are like it's a fucking Medal of Honor or something. Like there's some sort of like you're a better person because you were a victim thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, who can be the biggest victim is another one that people play that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I get the cry bully stuff. I understand that. Yeah, definitely.
But that's what he is at this point.
Yeah.
Like, the original fucking thing was, whatever victim, he was a victim, but now it's cry bully because he starts most of the shit that happens to him.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he fucking said some stupid shit, just like Brogan said some stupid shit, and then freaks out and starts crying that people are fucking, criticizing her for the fucked up shit that they started.
She did to other people, yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
That's one of the things I respect about Nicholas Diorio is even though he clearly has like a lot of different opinions on like politics and stuff like that, but is that he is consistent with his like, no, if you do this, like if you go out and start some shit, I can criticize you and I get to criticize you in general just because like this is like how human beings work. Like everybody is available for criticism.
Yeah,
nobody gets to just do whatever they want with no consequences. Like we're not playing that game at all.
Yeah, that's a very odd mindset of, no, I can say and do whatever I want. I can't. If you criticize me, then you're harassing.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird, dude. Yeah, I don't get that at all. Just like, nope, everything I do is, by definition, right and correct. So you cannot criticize me.
Exactly. I like that Nicholas is very even-handed in the fact that he's just like, nope, I'm open for criticism, you're open for criticism, they're open for criticism, everybody is. Nobody gets to state their opinions and ideas without having to deal with other people agreeing or disagreeing. And whatever like they want to say about it is whatever they want to say about it. Like it's just like there's no special treatment in his world.
Yeah, it's not like he was taking like because Hassan for how I think he might still be doing it, pretending that he doesn't know who he is and like getting his name wrong. Isn't this the guy? Which
Mr.
is his favorite.
Oreo?
He did it like that at least 10 times. Yeah, isn't this guy like the crypto fascist guy or whatever? And fucking, it's it's weird that no, I guess it isn't weird that his fans don't call him out on it. It's like, dude, this is the 8th time you've mentioned him, dude. You know who he is. Quit fucking pretending you don't.
Like it's weird that his fans aren't frustrated with it, is I think what you mean.
Yeah.
Like, how are they not getting to the point where they're like, dude, fucking really, this is getting old. Like, we know who you know who this is. We know you know who this is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, but his fans are just fucking retarded, so.
Yeah, oh yeah.
They're okay with they're just as shitty, I assume. They're just the people that are just as shitty. They're like,
yeah, nope, there's a lot of people out there right now who are totally fine with just being like the worst fucking people on the planet. Like,
yeah. Mm. Oh yeah, fucking Destiny claiming that it's fucking like hilarious that like a Christian fucking group got wiped out in the flood, like some Christian camping trip or whatever.
Oh, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
How do they not have him banned from like every streaming service, man?
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's fucking pretty disgusting. But then again, Hassan obviously like is quite literally pro-terrorist, so.
Yeah, that one blows my mind. Like, he's essentially he's recruiting for terrorist organizations more than anything else.
Yeah, definitely propagandizing for them.
Yeah,
at the very least.
Well, no, he's normalizing the behavior by acting as if it's heroic and good.
Yeah.
And that there's nothing wrong with it and it's justifiable. And showing them as like heroes and actively like interviewing them and stuff, putting them on his stream as if they're like good people. Like, that's recruiting. That's like the first stage of recruiting for terrorism. First you get an audience, you start doing the same sort of stuff you do with a cult, making up terms and isolating them from like the rest of society in as much as you can. Then you Then the next stage for terrorism is you start to normalize terroristic acts and make them look like heroic acts because everybody wants to be the good guy in their own story.
Yeah, yeah.
And so it's not an easy thing to convince somebody that in order to be the good guy in their story, they have to go kill like a bunch of people for no reason other than like your political beliefs.
Yeah, that one's so fucking. Because again, the whole breakup between Ethan and him was essentially down to Ethan having compassion for both the Palestinian civilians and kids that were getting killed, and the fucking Israeli, civilians that were getting killed. And he was only supposed to have it for the Palestinian civilians.
Yeah, that's the part that doesn't make sense to me. That's the part where you're obviously getting into like racism and shit. It's like,
yeah, it's pretty fucking blatant.
Like, why would you only have compassion for one group of people and not the other when they're both having all sorts of terrible things happen to them? You know, it's like,
yeah, and again, it's like even he says, like, the IDF fucking essentially a terrorist organization. You know what I mean? Like, he's willing to go that fucking far, like, concede that much. Like, that the whole government is pretty fucking horrible.
Yeah.
But all the people, there's a lot of civilians that have no real part in that are getting killed.
Oh yeah, I think I have less sympathy than Ethan does. I think I think both sides are wrong. Like, I don't think either side's correct. But I do think that there's a lot of cases where the civilians are like actively, like, they're aware of the terrorists being in their neighborhoods and in their areas sometimes, and they're protecting and hiding them. And it's like, well, like, that sucks that the only way to get to them is by going through you guys because you put yourselves there. You know, like, I'm sorry that's how that works, but, like, I can understand, like, the unfortunate reality is, like, if they're hiding behind the people and the people are allowing it, then, like,
there is tacit support for it.
Then there's less sympathy. I think that the majority of the sympathy for the terrorists that allows them to be able to hide like that is from government propaganda and stuff like that, religious and government propaganda. So I don't think the people are 100% culpable. I'd prefer that none of it happened, but at the same time, I don't think I would call the IDF necessarily a terrorist organization. I think they're put in an incredibly difficult situation of, like, how do you get these people that are actively trying to kill you, your family, your friends, and all these strangers that live in your country that you agreed to protect without hurting anybody that's innocent when the innocent people are shielding the guilty. It's like, it's a tough situation.
Yeah. But that's my point. Like,
they have to serve or they go to prison, so it's also,
But Ethan's willing to be that charitable, I guess is my point.
Yeah.
And they're still like, nope. Sorry, if you feel sorry for any Israeli civilians.
Oh yeah. Well, and I can understand Ethan's position too. I think that's a very admirable place to be where he is. Like, he could be a lot less concerned about any of this, and that he actually cares and is happy to, like, discuss it and be honest about it. Say that, like, no, the government of Israel and the government of Palestine are both, like, bad, and they should feel bad, you know, like.
Yeah, they're no good guys, which I agree to that. I mean, his is an extreme stance, but I think we both agree both of these sides are pretty bad.
Yeah.
Not a lot of good guys in the government and the whatever Hamas organizational chart, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Hamas.
I couldn't think of the name.
Yeah. I think that truly there are a lot of very innocent people that are being harmed because, like, not every Palestinian citizen is culpable. You know what I mean? Like, they don't all know what's going on.
Yeah.
I just think there's some of them that know. Yeah, and ultimately the best thing would be if everyone would just stop killing each other. Because like, there's no real need for anybody to be murdered. There's like, all of them could be perfectly happy where they are without murder at all. You know, like it'd be. It's not really like hard to stop killing people when there's like no real reason for it. There's not like a only enough water for like one group of people to have enough to drink and survive. You know what I mean?
Indeed. Yeah, it's only been going on for a couple thousand years.
Yeah.
Back and forth, back and forth.
I do think they need to take the Gaza Strip thing needs to be changed drastically, though.
Yeah,
because isn't the Gaza Strip like this one random area of Palestinians that's like surrounded by Israel?
I think so. Yeah, honestly, I don't know a huge amount about it.
All right.
I know it was under.
I'm gonna look this up on a map here because I don't want to say things that are not right, even though nobody cares.
I know the Gaza Strip was under control for a long time. Like they were occupying that. You know, there's like Gaza Strip, the Golan Heights. There's a third one.
Yeah. Gaza Strip is like it's controlled by Egypt, and it's at the very it's like surrounded almost entirely by Israel. It's like a long finger of land. I think that needs to just be part of Israel.
Yeah, I remember in school because I cannot
West
remember.
Bank and Gaza should just be part of Israel.
Right. Yeah, and again, it basically was. They actually gave it away. I forget when, but like they actually did. Israel did actually give up that
I think
land.
they were trying to.
They were trying to do some peace shit.
Peaceful
Didn't work
stuff.
out.
And the problem is, I think the problem ultimately boils down to being Islam almost entirely.
Yeah. Yeah, the hatred predates Islam even existing, but Islam is not.
Islam is the thing that makes everybody completely unwilling to absolutely have any sort of like dialogue, compromise, or see any form of reason or logic.
Yeah, any compromise at all is just viewed as weakness. Yeah. But yeah, I remember in school hearing about these occupied territories, and I thought it was Israel land that was occupied by all the countries around them that hate them or whatever. It's like, oh fuck! Like in the textbook, it doesn't point out who's occupying it.
Oh,
and like all three spots were occupied by Israel, and I assumed the opposite because it never actually said in the book and like the textbook that it was Israel occupying those lands, which I thought was very odd. You know, when I grew up and actually found out, like, oh fuck, I assumed the exact wrong side of that because the textbook didn't point out who was occupying it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Either way, yeah.
The whole conflict is really, really sad.
Yeah. Like it should just tactically nuke the entire Middle East, and then like in 40 years, 40, 50 years after the radiation gets down, the world's a much better place. That might be a little extreme.
I think we need like a concentrated way of going after Islam and pacifying, like Christianifying it, like in the way that like people are Christians in the US. Like we need people to be Islamic in the rest of the world like that. Where it's like lip service, they do the holidays, they eat the food, they enjoy talking about how amazing their religion is and why it makes them better people. But they don't
and they ignore the really shitty parts.
These like barbaric bullshit from fucking like the Middle Ages as if it's like realistic or rational.
Yeah.
They're not gonna go fucking kill themselves for the cause, they're not gonna go fucking kill other people for the cause anymore. Remove the suicide cult aspect if we can, essentially.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty crazy because there's a lot of contradictions between Muhammad's teachings, and they're like, all right, well, go with whatever you said last, and it's like, oh, okay, so you're not going to go off of the peace and love shit when he wasn't like a warlord that had all this fucking force, to force people into shit. And when he was all peace and love, or he had built up a pretty overwhelming, army or whatever, and go with when he was the militant fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he's already a child molester, so like it's kind of hard to go up from there.
But yeah, it's just pretty fucked up that like he was all about peace and love when he didn't have the ability to enforce his will. And later on,
there's a lot of cult leaders that as soon as they get that the ability to enforce their will, shit goes south real fast.
Yeah, and it's just on a larger scale, obviously, and becomes a religion. But yeah, they're all cults. And I think we've mentioned that more than once here. They're just really successful cults that have, lasted for a really long time.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, hey, you look at like DEI, like the amount of stuff that DEI is destroyed.
Ideology is not any different. Ideology is not any different. Mm-hmm. Not anymore. Maybe it was at some point, but definitely not anymore, if it ever was.
Yeah, we definitely need to
ideology is indistinguishable from
DEI from schools. I think that's the one thing that the Republicans are not doing.
Yeah, they should definitely.
I feel like they need to make a concentrated effort to take away funding from any kind of colleges. Frankly, I don't think the government should be funding any colleges, but they need to make like the funding for colleges completely dependent on not teaching DEI at this point. Take away all the money for DEI. They need to take it out of schools entirely by like legislation. It needs to be illegal for schools to teach that because it is not true.
Yeah,
we know it is not true.
It's discriminatory. It's fucking discriminatory.
Yeah, it's teaching. It's teaching racism is what it is. It's literally teaching racism.
Yeah.
But that needs to just be completely eliminated from schools, and I don't know why they're not worrying about that when it comes to like when they have like the full pack of people that can like resolve that.
Yeah, because these colleges are still churning out these fucking idiots.
Well, and it's also being indoctrinated in like from kindergarten to 6th grade to junior high to high school. Like they need to stop it from going in any of the schools. Stop it from being taught to little kids. Stop it from being taught to junior high kids. Stop it from being taught to high school, college. All of it needs to be done because it is actively inaccurate and it is clearly propaganda from China. Like, it is a foreign power's attempt at destabilizing our nation, and it's not a case of free speech. Because this isn't a free speech area. This is education paid for by the taxpayer. We have an obligation to only teach things that are actually true.
Yeah, and especially since there's nowhere near 50% of the American public agrees with that shit.
Yeah, well, not only that, but it's like we shouldn't be teaching politics to kids at all. Like, there should not be political thing where you're teaching them any form of politics as if it's good or bad. You should be teaching them science, English, history, and they can learn politics on their own. Like, I think that's something like religion. It should be something for the parents to be educating their children in.
Yeah, and ultimately, as they're adults or getting towards adulthood, they can make up their own fucking mind.
Yeah. Shit. But I think critical thinking. Like I can understand critical thinking. Teaching kids how to think is fine. Teaching kids what to think is where you're crossing the line, and I think you leave free speech far behind at that point.
Yeah, it was shit. It was bad enough, like when I was in school, where it wasn't They weren't necessarily teaching you what to think, but they were definitely not teaching you how to think. It was
Oh
all
yeah.
rote, fucking, hey, memorize this shit and don't think about it. You know what I mean? Like there was, yeah, that should be changed. Yeah, you should be teaching these kids to think for them fucking selves.
I had one of the best college professors when I was in college, and I didn't realize it at the time. But it was really interesting. She had a very vocal policy of, um, I don't care what you say in your papers. Whether I agree with it or not is completely irrelevant to your grade. You have to back up whatever you say with evidence, on the other hand.
Yeah.
So it was like, even if you were writing stuff that she agreed with, if you didn't back it up with evidence, you didn't go do the research, you didn't prove what you were saying, and she was a psych professor, then it would still be an F. So it wasn't about whether or not you agreed with her, because most college professors, I don't know if you've ever taken any college courses, but most college professors will only give you a good grade if you're saying things they already agree with.
Yeah, that they want to hear from you, yeah. I remember one of my college professors, like, it was like at the beginning of the semester. He was like, I forget what the question was, but he was like, nobody was like raising their hand to answer. See, this is what fucking high school teaches. Like, you're terrified of giving the wrong answer. Yeah, and he's like, I'm not going to get mad at you, man. Just take a guess. Yeah. It's gonna be okay. And that was at like a fucking shitty community college here.
Yeah, same for me.
So yeah, it's like, fuck, man. I don't know what it looks like now. It's probably not the same. You know what I mean? But at least back then, there were at least teachers that weren't pushing anything. That were just trying to fucking teach and get you to fucking think.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, and like there was another teacher I had. Her last name was Reader, and she taught English, which should have been a big fucking hint to me not to take that course. So my bad for taking it. She did a paper one time, and this is shortly before I left. I left for a different reason, but this is part. This is part of why I left the class. Before, instead of finishing, I withdrew and took a different English course with a different English teacher. She asked us to talk about a poem and read a paper about this poem, and the poem was fucking terrible. It was this meandering, pointless, garbage fucking poem. And I said as much in my paper, and I not only did I say it was garbage, I fucking specifically proved every last point with like details and like deconstructed it and everything. And she gave me like a D.
Oh, wow.
Because I was supposed to talk about how amazing the poem was, and I'm like, I can't talk about how amazing the poem was because it wasn't.
Right. Yeah, I do not believe that it was.
Yeah,
it was trash. I showed you why I thought it was trash. Like, fuck you.
And see, like, whereas the psych professor had graded that paper, she might love the poem, but I would have been an A because I was genuinely honest about everything I said. I wasn't, and I backed it all up with with details. Let's see. What else is in there? Okay. I think I've showed this Jewish guy before, the deal guy. But it's the funniest fucking thing because he's so incredibly Jewish. And his whole channel is around finding like bargains and deals, and it's the funniest shit.
The Amazon.
I don't think I would watch it. It's I watch like a minute of it. It's pretty funny how like he's like fucking drooling over some sale prices. I watch his stuff occasionally because once in a while he'll find something that I actually like want or need or something, and I'm like, oh hey, there's a deal right now. All right, cool.
Nice. That kidnapping one was pretty disturbing. A pretty brazen attempt in fucking public like that.
7.
Yeah. Yeah, the kidnapping one was fucking crazy. But that's in New York, so that guy's probably going to go free and get the kid, and the parents will probably go to prison. So, I mean,
yeah. Well, definitely no bail. Obviously it would be racist to have him have any kind of bail that he had to pay to get out.
He even fucking threw the kid too. God damn, put that guy in a fucking coffin.
That is pretty fucking gross.
Somebody who's willing to try to take somebody else's child like that should be put in a fucking grave. Like, there shouldn't be a fucking discussion other than whether or not they're guilty. And in this one, it's like, well, we have a video proving it, so, like, let's just drop him in a fucking shallow grave.
It's pretty fucking blatant, dude. Yeah. Kind of hard to talk out of that one, but nope, they're probably still free to go.
Yeah, exactly. What's up, Samaj?
Hey, Samaj.
Hey. What's this? Sounds like you guys are planning on.
Oh yeah. Oh, we're talking about. You've seen the video from New York of the guy trying to kidnap the kid, like just right there in the middle of the fucking street. Just grab him and starts trying to run. And then the parents turn around and he throws the kid at the parents and then runs off before he gets like chased down and tackled.
No, but I believe it.
And our opinion is that guy belongs in a shallow grave. I think that's something that probably a lot of people would agree with. But it's New York, so they'll probably give him the kid and put the parents in prison, I'm sure. So
it's disturbing though, man. Like that they're. But again, if they're gonna keep, if you hear about a guy that got arrested 50 times and they're never requesting bail for any of it.
Well, and the thing is,
you know what I mean?
This is all like stuff that's being paid for by China. I think. I think genuinely. The more they unravel these, the money things, because you notice the riots all stopped. Like there were like these big, massive, organized riots, and then they were like, yeah, we know China's paying for them, and we know who's paying for it, and we know that the governors are taking money to allow these riots to continue. And then it was like 2 days later, suddenly there's almost no one out there anymore except like the hardcore terrorists. You know?
Yeah,
like,
I remember. They found like a couple of Chinese spies that got pretty fucking high up in the New York, or at least where they got like advisory positions that were reporting to or damn near to the governor or lieutenant governor.
Yeah, the one they've also the same spy that was doing that was high up in the DEI hierarchy. Was part of that too. So
of course.
Like we know what's going on. We need to start responding a little more appropriately.
Yeah. Because again, those are just the ones that have been actually busted.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
Call me crazy, but I suspect those weren't the only ones.
Well,
those are not the only ones.
Maybe we're not hearing about it, but hopefully there's more investigation going on, and these people are being rooted out more and more with Trump in power as it is right now.
Well, unfortunately, a lot of people have lost a lot of faith in Trump with all the Epstein stuff that happened.
Oh yeah, the Epstein stuff just disappeared. I think this is one of those cases where I don't think it's Trump. I think it's the people managed to fool him enough to hire people that he shouldn't have for positions that they shouldn't have been in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I think he appointed a lady to do it. And then she started trying to like get away with not doing it and more, and then eventually just gave them time to hide all the evidence instead of doing as she was ordered to do.
You know, it's really, really hard to know what's going on all behind closed doors.
And it's the FBI and the CIA and stuff that are involved. So like we know they're corrupt as well too. So there could be any number of like places where this got fucked over, you know.
Yeah, there's nowhere really to pull from that isn't gonna motherfuckers. Sort of find.
But I understand why people are not happy with Trump, though. No, like there's definitely because there was the JFK stuff that was supposed to come out and the Epstein stuff that was supposed to come out, and those are both like pretty reasonable for people to expect to have gotten. It shouldn't have been as hard to get that information as it is.
Yeah. Definitely disheartening.
But it is. I don't know what like. The problem I always have with this is that we really don't know what's going on behind the closed doors, what we're going through right now. So that's why like we're forced to make assumptions. But then the other problem was like everyone was going so hardcore on the whole Epstein thing. Like we're gonna find out, we're gonna find out. And then now like even Trump he was like saying, "Are you still going on about Epstein?" And he started saying like we got more important stuff to worry about. It's like there's a lot of important things, but I wouldn't say this wasn't.
He is fighting a civil war right now. Like it is literally insurrectionists trying to prevent him from deporting illegal aliens. It's pretty insane.
Yeah, I mean he has a lot on his plate, and like I said, like I part of me wants to be upset, but part of me wants to think there's something else going on here that we're not aware of. Only because it's like just what's going on there.
I'm sure there's a million other things too.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, but I think if nothing else, as long as he's deporting people, that's really beneficial to all of us.
Yeah.
Because you're seeing riots in Mexico now, where the Mexicans are like, "Hey, deport all the foreign scum."
Yeah.
They can do that because they're brown.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like as America goes, so goes the world. If more and more countries start getting to the point where they're like, no, deport scumbags out of our country, like the illegal aliens don't belong here. That's only beneficial for the world in general, I think, at least in my opinion.
Yeah. I just think it's funny because the lefty types that are against that.
They're the ones that are saying it in Mexico, which is funny. They have their own like Antifa that are saying that in Mexico right now.
Yeah. It's fucking crazy. And they don't see there's no cognitive dissonance going on there at all. Sure.
See, the only thing I worry about, it's like, if I ever plan a vacation down in Mexico, are they going to start giving me the side eye? Thinking, oh, yeah, what are you here for? Because now they just going through all this deporting.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah, vacation to Mexico hasn't been advisable in a good 5 years, I'd say. But, yeah.
Yeah, with the cartels and the kidnappings and stuff, yeah. It's actually probably not a good idea to go down there anytime soon.
Yeah. Well, it was nice, dude, for a really long time.
Yeah, but it's been that way for a while. Rocky Point. Yeah, like I'm not overly concerned about that because it's been like that for a while. I just if I ever planned a vacation down there, I was just hoping it'd be a little safer. I mean, Mexico's always been a bit shady sometimes, like I said, with all the cartels and everything.
Yeah.
But then, like, if you stick to the touristy kind of areas, it's not too terribly bad.
If I was ever going to go to Mexico, I would have to go where my friend lives and, like, hang out with him, because then it'll be much safer. He's in, like, Cancun area, so it's also a touristy area, so it's not.
Yeah, we used to have a timeshare down in, it was several miles outside of Rocky Point, so it was relatively safe. Although back then it wasn't, this was way before the current troubles.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a resort that was just like 7 miles out in the middle of fucking nowhere, but still right on the beach.
Ooh,
beautiful
nice.
resort. Gotta see what's going on with that place. Actually,
it's sad. It's sad how much these immigration woes have really fucking ruined things like travel and like good, happy things like involving going to other countries. Like it should be nice to travel places. It should be nice to have people visit your country from other countries. It should be a positive interaction. And now it's such a negative thing.
God damn, this place is really built up since I've been there. Holy fuck. Alright, yeah, this place still seems like it's okay.
Yeah, well, I'm sure the tourist areas are fine because that's a major source of income. So, like, while they may let the fucking cartels run wild most of the places, they probably keep them out of the tourist areas because they're like, this is where, you know, a large amount of our income comes from.
Yeah, and this again wasn't even in Rock. Just way the fuck out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And it was still being built up. So it did not look, here, I'm posting a pic of it. It was not even close to this nice, and it was still pretty fucking nice back then. Like, it was literally like where that pool is at the kind of the right side of the picture there. You can kind of see it, but basically it was like there, and then there was like steps, and like you're on the beach.
Oh,
like,
wow.
Right fucking there. Yeah, it was fucking awesome.
Dude, this looks pretty fucking awesome now, dude. Like, I would be happy.
Yeah, no, it looks great. It looks even better now. Like, but back then it was not built up, and it was still really fucking nice.
Especially if you could be chilling out, like, on a fucking chair under an umbrella, like, watching the coast or hanging out by the pool.
Yeah, it looks like they built, like, kind of a lazy river
or something.
Because that lazy river looking thing was definitely not there when I was there. But yeah, it definitely built up. There's like a Jack Nicklaus designed golf course now.
Oh, nice.
I think that was barely there when we were going. It was kind of being built up.
Crazy how many people they have, like the golf course is still designed by fucking golfers and shit. That's always kind of an interesting thing to me.
Yeah, like the fucking legendary golfers.
Like, are there going to be Tiger Wood golf courses, you know, eventually? I imagine so. Oh, sorry. What was
probably. He had to go, dude. Pretty quickly, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully everything's fine. Hopefully nothing too bad going on.
He's going to masturbate. If you remember the show.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. He's going to jerk off. There was a video I posted in there where they, because I see all these police interactions where they're doing shit they shouldn't do, and for the longest time I was seeing them, I'm like, there's no outcome, right? Like nobody knows what happened to the cop. Nobody knows whether the people that were like, hey, you're violating our rights, stop, you know, were like, were they okay or anything? And it's like, the one I posted was, well, there was two that I posted recently. One where like a kid get knocked over by this cop. The cop was mad because the kid was mouthing off or something. But I don't care who you are. If you're a police officer and you can't control your temper to not knock a kid on the ground because he's being rude, you don't belong as a cop. And unfortunately, they demoted him to like the most basic level of cop instead of firing him. But at least he faced consequences. He went from being like a lieutenant or a sergeant to being a patrol, like a regular foot patrol guy. And then the one that I posted recently was, I guess they arrested a whole family for sitting in their car. One of the things I keep seeing is people will just be sitting in their car somewhere and the cops will come up and be like, we need your ID. And it's like, no, I'm not committing a crime. Like, there's nothing going on here. You don't have any reason to come up and harass me in the first place. And this one, the family won like $700,000 or something like that in like court.
No. They turned down the $700,000.
Oh,
they ended up getting like $8.5 million.
Oh,
they got
okay,
million,
damn.
Dude.
Yeah, and I think the cops ended up fired or something like that. And it was like, oh, well, at least something actually happened there that was appropriate.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just like them fucking with that dude outside of like the CVS or whatever, just for sitting on a fucking bench.
Yeah, like they arrested the guy and you're like, what the fuck? Like, how does that make any sense?
But yeah, it's that power hungry shit. And you're like, dude, you can be suspicious as all you want, dude, but without some kind of fucking proof. Or, you know what I mean?
Or
some kind of indication.
Something having been done that's illegal.
Yeah.
You know, like if nothing illegal has occurred other than like, or not even other than, but just somebody just sitting on a fucking bench, like, There's no crime that's occurred. There's no reason to be investigating anything in the first place. You're just out there fishing.
Yeah, you can find it suspicious all you want, but if you're gonna fucking try to act on it, fuck with them. There better be some kind of crime.
They're just going on a fishing trip. They're like, you look like somebody I can jam up with legal issues, whether or not you've done anything wrong in the first place.
Yeah,
that's essentially what it boils down
to. Just arrested him for being like, sticking to his fucking rights. Yeah. Arresting him because he didn't respect your fucking authority or whatever.
I think one of the ones I saw that was actually really funny was the cops were like, "This is private property. You're not allowed to be here." And he's like, "Yeah, I know it's private property. I fucking own
it. It's my private property."
And they were just not having it. And they were just not having it. I was like, "Are you fucking serious?" Like, the cops were just like not having it. It's like. How do you be that fucking obtuse, man? Like, he's literally telling you, yeah, my family owns this property. I have every right to be here, and I'm enjoying my day, so get the fuck out. Like, go the fuck away. Because you're on private property, and you don't belong here.
Yeah, you're trespassing, motherfucker. Arrest yourself or get the fuck out.
Yeah. It's fucking obnoxious, but, what was the other one I saw recently? I posted. This is unrelated because, eventually there's not much else to talk about with the cops. But the other one I put up was the guy who was getting on the guy's case for going to the bathroom, the wrong bathroom.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a totally legit thing to be like, hey man, I don't want my little kid in the bathroom with creepy men who look like they're fucking pedophiles. Like.
Yeah, that dude was not trying to fucking look like a woman. He was quite, It definitely appeared that he was trying to do some fucking, I would have done the same.
Yeah, absolutely. And I totally agree with the guy being like, hey, get the fuck out of there. You don't belong in that bathroom. Even though his daughter wasn't in there actively at the moment, I think that it was a fair thing to get on the person's case and make it like, you should not feel comfortable crossing boundaries into areas where you don't belong because it's not safe for people like you to be there.
Yeah. Yeah, because again, it's obviously one of the predators that is taking advantage of that kind of shit.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, if you have a penis, you don't go to the women's restroom. Like, I don't see. Unless you're a little kid and your mommy's taking you in to use the bathroom or something. Like, I obviously make exception for children because children are like, they just need to go to the bathroom and like, because I used to have to take my sister into the men's room on occasion when she was really little.
Yeah, nobody has a problem with that shit.
Yeah. But if you're an adult, you don't belong in the wrong restroom. Like at all, unless your kid went in there and you're checking on him or something. But even then, like when my sister was old enough to go to the bathroom on her own and she really didn't want me to like take her in the men's room anymore, it was like I would ask ladies going in like, hey, if you see her, you keep an eye on, like, let me know if there's any issue going on or something, because sometimes she'd be in there for a while and you're like, all right.
That's the problem with kids. They take a while.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't particularly concerned, but if there was a lady going in at the time, it was like, oh, hey, lady, would you just double check, make sure she's all right? Because I couldn't get in there.
Especially younger. When you're younger, you don't really grasp the idea of why, like, parents or a much older brother is. Yeah. You're like, I'm fine. Why are you worrying that I'm taking this long? You know what I mean? Yeah, we've all been that young that we just don't understand why our parents are worried about shit.
Oh, yeah.
And you get older and you're like, oh, yeah. That makes sense.
Well, also, with my little sister specifically, I was a little concerned that, like, if something happened, she might just stay there. Even if it wasn't something, like, terrible or something, just, like, not come out at all.
Right. Because women do tend to freeze.
Yeah.
Females tend to freeze.
And then they're not doing anything. They're just hiding in the bathroom for like hours. And you're like, well, we can't fix anything if you don't come out. like, you can't live there forever. You have to, you have to come out and you have to like resolve this. What was it? There was some other stuff on there. Oh yeah, they closed. Creator Clash 3 is officially canceled. I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah.
What? Creator Clash?
I think we all saw that coming.
Oh, so there was a boxing, like a YouTube boxing thing for charity that started a few years ago called Creator Clash. And the first one made like a good amount of money. The second one, the people that ran it, Ian and Anissa.
Yeah, iDubbbz and his succubus wife.
Are these the people? Are these the people that had like that Sam Hyde that came in there and with that whole Hassan Piker, I'm coming to kill you?
Yeah. That was around Creator Clash.
Well, that was a different event. That wasn't.
Oh, that wasn't Creator Clash. I always thought it was.
Well, no, that was the one that happened in. Yeah, I forgot what it was. No, because Sam Hyde actually fought in the event you're talking about.
I learned something today too. Fair enough.
Okay, yeah, no, that was.
But anyway,
good.
the second one they ran, they basically pilfered it to give money to their friends and throw parties and pay for all the hotel rooms and travel expenses and everything. Despite saying it was for charity, they made no money for charity. Literally no money for charity.
They lost. They ended up losing $250,000 after making like over $1 million for charity the first time. They came back and because their stated goal was to try to make it like a more exciting VidCon, basically. So the second time they're like, "Wow, we made that much. We can throw all kinds of parties and shit this time." And they flew in a bunch of people like Hassan and fucking Frogan and Denims and all these fucking idiots. Didn't make them pay for tickets. Didn't make them pay for their rooms. Didn't make them pay for their flights or anything. They flew in a fucking grip of fucking influencers at their cost.
Yeah, it was like a clout goblin party extravaganza that they paid for by claiming it was for charity and taking all the money that people paid, thinking that they were donating to a charity and using it for parties and booze and hotel rooms and fucking elaborate entertainment.
Yeah, it was the one where they threw out Froggy Fresh because he trained with Sam Hyde. If you remember that part of it.
I doubt. Yeah, I doubt.
That was part of it. And also because they made the OnlyFans joke too about he was like, if I lose, I'm gonna do the most embarrassing thing I can think of, and I'm gonna subscribe to Anissa's OnlyFans. Like it was a fucking joke. And they kind of tried to early on. They kind of claimed that's why, but later on they're like, no, it's because of Sam Hyde. It was also the event where they fucking allowed Sam Hyde to buy like fucking several front row tickets at like $2,000 a piece. And then when he showed up, told him he wasn't allowed to come in. Like let him fly all the way out.
Which is absolutely illegal, by the way. Which is definitely he could sue the shit out of them, and he would 100% win.
Yeah,
you don't get to like arbitrarily tell somebody they can't go after you've already sold them a ticket, contracting their ability to go somewhere. It's not how that works.
Yeah, it'd be one thing if they just refunded it and told him before he even left, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, that's what they would have to do on a legal basis. He could sue them for not only a refund, but for all of his expenses. And win.
Yeah.
I think most juries
would so that was Creator Clash too.
Yeah. I doubt it's worth it for him. But it's funny because the third one finally was canceled because Anissa and Ian or iDubbbz or whatever, the two people that ran it, decided to go after Ethan and involve a lot of political shit that really just didn't need to be involved.
Like he put out a content top on Ethan.
And
Ethan was the biggest opponent of the Creator Clashes.
Themselves with like the Palestine and Israel conflict, and it just they got to the point where they defamed themselves in the event so much that like nobody wanted to donate money anymore. It's kind of funny.
They actually stepped away, officially stepped away, and then canceled. It was supposed to be in Florida. They tried to move it to. It was supposed to happen like 3 weeks ago, in Florida, and they canceled that. They moved it to California and in October, and then just within the last week or so, or week or two, They're like, yeah, it's just canceled. Yeah, it was unsalvageable because Ian and Anissa are fucking idiots.
Well, I think Ian and Anissa got so much negative attention that enough people found out what happened with Creator Clash 2, and that was more than anything else. I think that's why it got canceled. It's because everybody was like, oh, they just want this money to go throw parties and give money to their friends and make a bunch of money, but they're not actually going to donate anything to charity, so why would we give them money for charity? That's a terrible idea that's not going to charity. You know, it's like, why would we do that?
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think Ian said something early on when they're like, no, we're making sure. I wanted to guarantee that money was going to go to charity, but he did not mention what that entailed. And I think all the fighters especially kind of assumed that they had some kind of benefactors or like they were doing some kind of sponsorships to make sure that happened. And it turned out all they did was that Tiltify link, like when you bought the tickets, that you could donate to the charity there. That's all they did.
Yeah.
But they didn't say that. And
so
again,
literally at the point where it got canceled, there was literally no money going to charity from the ticket sales or from anything to do with the event. You'd have to like buy a ticket to go to the event and then make an additional donation to charity for any money to go to charity.
Yeah.
Which I don't know about anybody else, but I would definitely not be doing that. It's weird.
Yeah, I think they ended up getting like 20 grand through that. So I guess technically money did get donated through that, but it's so scummy. It's such a scummy way to fucking do everything. Yeah, and then they were trying to count the Hassan charity stream towards that, where Hassan actually watched Ethan's content nuke on him, and I don't know, they got a couple $100 grand.
Oh, damn.
But yeah, that wasn't you know what I mean? Creator Clash didn't raise that. That was Hassan and Ethan, more than anything, right?
Yeah.
That was.
Essentially, they were trying to steal a bunch of money from people under the guise of calling it charity, and then it didn't work out for them. And it didn't work out for them in a very entertaining and long, drawn-out, torturous way.
Yeah, and within the last day or two, and no, we weren't part of it. We're not the reason it failed. We're not the reason it got canceled. Like, goddamn, that woman is so fucking evil. She's such a horrible person.
Oh yeah, they're all awful people. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of Ethan either. Or not Ethan. Yeah, Ethan. I'm not a fan of Ethan or his wife either. I think they're both kind of fucking terrible people.
Diorio did finally convince that they're not as horrible as they used to be. Like they're kind of trending in the right direction a little. He's not as much of an asshole as they used to be.
But I'm not gonna watch their shows. I don't want to see them or anything like that.
I'll watch Diorio watch their shows. Yeah, that's about it.
Speaking of awful,
and they're still fucking retarded lefties after all. Right, sorry, go ahead, Samaz. What you got?
Have you guys heard about this whole pirate software situation and Don't Kill Games?
Oh, yes. That's been a big drama thing for a lot of the drama tubers now. It's very entertaining.
Well, it was a good little charity thing, and it was dying, and then Pirate Software, stuck his foot up his mouth and essentially saved it because of all the drama.
Oh, yeah, Pirate Software is a fucking walking joke. He's good for bringing attention to things. Everything he says is bullshit, but at least he's bringing attention to that, which is nice.
Like he's a corporate.
He definitely didn't do it on purpose.
Absolutely, he's definitely a corporate shill.
Do you know he used to work at Blizzard? Did he say anything about Blizzard? Blizzard? Sorry.
My dad worked at Blizzard.
Dad definitely worked there.
Yeah, my dad worked at Blizzard. Man, I'm gonna get you. It's like, yeah, okay, all right.
Oh yeah, he worked at Blizzard. His dad worked at Blizzard, and I wonder where his talking points came from. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder if Blizzard told him, like, hey, could you quash this? We don't like this. And he was like, okay, Blizzard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and even after the fact, he would just refuse to admit. He refuses to admit when he's wrong on anything.
Well, he did that whole thing with the World of Warcraft stream or something where he fucked up a raid.
Yeah, it was hardcore. It was WoW hardcore, and he ditched his mates.
Yeah, he fucked up a raid and then fucked off, and then he decided to blame everyone but himself. Forgetting apparently that everything was literally live streamed, and so everybody could just watch that and see that it was his fault, and still hasn't admitted any fault to it, which is just like ridiculous.
Yeah, like I said, his arrogance, dude. Like the level of narcissism to do the shit he does, because he's done all kinds of shit apparently that I don't even know about.
People say he uses a voice changer. I don't know. I've seen the evidence. I don't know that that's necessarily true. I don't know anything about this concept of second puberty, or whether that's a real thing that happens rarely or not.
Yeah, Dion was watching some of the shit last night, and he's like, all right, well, these are like 4 or 5 months apart, and it does seem like his voice is deeper here than here, like in the more recent ones. So yeah, there's something weird going on with that apparently. And then I forgot, because they were talking. There was a guy the coding Jesus guy or whatever the fuck, I forgot. I know Jesus is in there somewhere, and his name was going through some of the shit that Pirate Software was talking about as far as the coding went, and apparently, like, it was kind of bullshit. Like he was ignoring the shit that was being brought up and focusing on stuff that hadn't actually been said. And it's easy to get away with that if you're a fucking crowd and knows nothing about that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I forgot that Diorio has a computer sciences degree. Like, I'm pretty sure Diorio works in IT. He does something with computer shit and all that kind of shit.
He makes good money.
Yeah, no, he does.
It's really nice that the cause that Pirate tried to kill got big, though. Because I think it's a pretty laudable thing.
Yeah, all of that happened like 10 months ago. And then the thing was coming towards an end, kind of brought it back up. Because like the shit he did was like almost a year when he was denouncing it and all that. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't watch that stuff.
But I actually brought it back up. And because it was getting towards the end of the... what do you call it? It was getting towards the end of the getting signatures or whatever. And then I think Pirate Software ran his mouth a little more because it was brought up again. And that helped get it over the line and get enough signatures or whatever.
Oh, no.
I mean, if one wanted to, they could just sort of say he's technically a genius, because maybe he's pro don't kill or stop killing games, and he's just doing this for drama farming. So that way it gets attention to it. It's like, if that was his intent, if he's that smart, I don't know, but I'm just saying.
He's definitely not that smart. Sorry.
Dude, he went on with Dr. K recently.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
He went on with Dr. K in the last day or few, sometime this week. You guys are familiar with Dr. K? I'm not doing therapy, but I'm doing therapy.
Yeah, guy. I know of him. Yeah.
So he went on with him. It was funny because he would Dr. K was kind of challenging him, but then kind of back off, and then he would challenge him some other shit, and then kind of back off. I haven't watched it in its entirety yet, but yeah, Diorio was going over that last night too. That was pretty entertaining to watch.
Well, what I also know is that this whole thing hasn't. Yeah, this whole thing hasn't been particularly good for Pirate Software because the numbers came in about like his subscribers. He's losing 10,000 subscribers a day. All right,
over 100,000 total.
Yeah. As this drama's been going on, this is hurting him severely. So whatever's going on, he better sort it out quick and start his apology video or something. if they'll even save him.
I think he's too much of a narcissist. He's too delusional. I don't.
Yeah, if his track record is anything to go by, every time he's done something terribly wrong or stupid in the past, and instead of just apologizing and owning up to it and moving on, his response is to double down every time. So I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, and again, this is the thing I'm through to people about people with that severe of a personality disorder is he's not being stubborn. He's that delusional. You know what I mean? Like he cannot acknowledge his own, being wrong. That's the way that personality disorder shit works. Like he believes his own bullshit thoroughly. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. In his head, everything.
Again, it's the thing that I had the hardest trouble grasping as far as personality disorders, like with the X and all that. I'm like, I always thought she was just being incredibly stubborn. It's like, no, dude, they're that delusional. They believe their own bullshit. So just a friendly reminder to everyone out there.
Yeah.
So it couldn't happen to a more deserving guy. Fucking dude. Such an arrogant prick, dude.
Yep. We'll see. I've seen people bounce back from disasters, so they'll probably be back at some point. I know
he's not going to be completely, but he's going to be severely diminished.
I know that his shorts have been going through my feed for quite some time, for quite a while. So he's definitely built a fandom, if you will, a nice little community. So we'll see how that goes, if that keeps going.
Shit. Oh fuck, man! That's a 3-hour and 36-minute video of him with Dr. K. Oh, that was 2 months ago? Oh, fuck, dude. I thought that just happened.
I think it's been talked about, probably.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I thought that just happened. So this was... and here you go. I'll post it if any of you guys are interested. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I don't keep track of all the various different dramas that go on. I just hear of them because they're, in the public zeitgeist.
I've been enjoying watching Nicholas DiOrio's take on those. He's very entertaining in how he curates what you get.
Yeah,
so,
and again, a lot of it I don't care about, but I like listening to him talk about it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? A lot. I would never watch anything by Dark Viper, but if DiOrio is going to talk, I'll enjoy listening to him go over it.
Yeah, he makes the drama entertaining because the drama on its own is kind of fucking dumb.
Yeah, he just kind of points and laughs at it and says why it's fucking stupid in a very entertaining way.
Let's see.
Oh shit! I guess Dr. K has done that with Pirate Software more than once. This is one from a year ago. Okay, I don't care. Okay. Yeah, no, I was going through. I was looking it up. And there's one from over a year ago. Okay, that's enough. I don't care about it.
I was going to say the Texas flood is pretty fucking sad, though. That seems really fucked up. And it's kind of unfortunate that they're going over and doing the typical left-wing thing of they deserved it, it's climate change, blah, 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 all that other kind of shit.
Yeah. No, like I said, Destiny laughing because it was some Christian girls group that got wiped out.
Oh, I'm not talking about Destiny. I was talking about actual major news corporate organizations are putting out stories about how it's because of global warming, which is absolutely not true. But
they're also blaming the cuts made by Trump, which I don't think even took effect, and they had warnings. From what I understand, they had plenty of warning about the floods coming from the whatever group it is, and not.
Oh, really? I didn't know. I thought they had no warning because it happened in the middle of the night. Maybe.
They didn't have much. but it wouldn't have mattered. From what I understand, it came on pretty fucking suddenly, so there wasn't really a whole lot of advance warning possible. But yeah, I posted 2 videos of it. One of it is a spot where it's pretty like spread out. So, but there's this second one I posted where like there's literally almost really no water flowing in this spot, and then all of a sudden, within 5 minutes or so, it's like up to the fucking bridge, and the bridge is pretty fucking high off the ground.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The flood. It's flash flood. They're not fucking kidding. It's a flash flood. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I've seen flash floods on a much smaller scale, and even that's pretty fucking scary. Here in Arizona, that should happen anytime it rains, really, or when it rains heavy. And yeah, I've seen it in like a wash that's like maybe 50 to 60 feet wide, and that's fucking scary, seeing the shit roll down and fucking climb like that. So yeah, on that scale, it's just fucking terrifying. I'll repost this one. It wasn't that far back, but post it. And this is one, like I think I commented on, one of the few times when I didn't mind them doubling up the video footage, because towards the end of the first loop, you kind of forget what it looked like before it started. Because there's a bunch of trees and all this kind of shit. It's a pretty narrow creek, and all those fucking trees end up getting wiped out.
Oh yeah, just absolutely brutal. What's the death toll at like now? It's close to 100, I think.
Yeah, I haven't heard, but yeah, it's fucked up, man. Yeah, if you can watch this, even if you want to watch just the beginning, or actually no, even just the thumbnail. They're pretty high up on a bridge there, and that's what it looks like when it starts. And it is fucking super wide and up to the fucking bridge, like by the time it's done. Pretty fucking quickly.
Yeah. Well, didn't it happen close to the middle of the night? Maybe I'm wrong, but
it was fairly early in the morning. Yeah. I think
4 in the morning or something.
Yeah, I think the sun was barely coming up. If it was, because this one obviously there's definitely light out in this particular location. But yeah. Terrifying.
So hopefully they got enough people helping out over there, and they're gonna work on that. What was it? It won't, and hopefully it won't be like the California fires where Gavin Newsom came onto TV and did a little happy dance about figuring out ways to try to fuck people out of their land after the fires.
Yeah.
Where he's like, oh yeah, we're going to talk to the same people that worked with Hawaii when they stole all the land from people in Hawaii after the fires. Then he does this little happy dance. Hopefully, I don't know, that's Governor Abbott, right, for Texas? I think it's Abbott, the governor. Hopefully he'll actually help the people of the town that got flooded.
Yeah, and again, they were seemingly delaying anything being done. Some Karen bad. Because I remember there was the little press conference with Trump, and Trump's like, I've released everything I can. Like, you can do more than I'm able to, like, immediately. And then she's like, oh, no, I am. And she wasn't. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, you're talking about Hawaii? Oh, yeah, absolutely. And the construction to rebuild all the area has been taking substantially longer because all the ridiculous regulations and shit they have in place. So, like, things can't be done. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, it's been years. It's been more than a year, and none of the stuff has been rebuilt. And it's like it doesn't really take that long to build a house. Like, the houses should have mostly been rebuilt. I know this because I saw it happen in California. So, like, when the fires were gone, like, the houses were back within about a year. It's not that hard. Actually, a little less than that. Some of them started going up pretty quick. Yeah, really sad.
Here's some drone footage of 2 weeks ago, Lahaina. Where is it currently? Like, they still haven't built anything.
Well, Mark Zuckerberg needs a bigger compound. Didn't that happen like years ago? Like there was some kind of natural disaster or unnatural disaster, whatever. And then he just gobbled up a bunch more land around what he already had.
Something like that.
So sad, and people keep voting and supporting for these people. You know, it's like, clearly there's like, whether you agree with the party or not, like, it's pretty clear there's some pretty severe corruption going on with, like, that particular individual in that party. You know what I mean? It's like, why haven't they, like, voted the one who's in office out and voted some other Democrat in office at some point? In Hawaii, it's like that should be enough to get you to be, like, at least primary the candidate.
You would think.
Or vote like a Green Party person in or something even, and like somebody that's palatable. Because this lady helped fucking steal land from all your fucking people. It's like, how do you? I don't understand. I don't understand that, because it's like, I'd be thrilled to have a Republican governor, but if that governor turned out to be, like, incredibly corrupt, it's like, well, then they have to be replaced. Like, you can't keep that person on.
Yeah, you would think, but I don't know. Some people, I don't know what it is about various different types of people that tend to vote against their own best interest. It's a thing that as I get older, I just sort of notice. Groups of people they get kind of tribal, and they vote for something that they're comfortable with, opposed to something that will be beneficial. Sometimes, like, a system needs to be reformed, needs to be fixed, but sometimes it means possibly giving up a social service or two, or like they're uncomfortable with the unknown. They just stick with what's comfortable
with Trump's reforms on, like, welfare and stuff like that, where he's saying, like, hey, you know what? We're going to start exercising some control over the things that these people are buying. You know, like, if you're a single mom and you have, like, a bunch of kids and you've been having more kids and you're on welfare, we're not going to let you buy, like, soda and candy and bubble gum and sugary shit. And I'm like, that seems actually pretty reasonable to say, like, hey, if you're getting, like, food stamps or welfare to support children, you have to buy healthy, like, real food.
So at least a majority of it. Yeah,
I think that's totally reasonable.
Indeed.
Yeah, it's a complex system.
You know, start looking at ways to kick people off that are able to work. Because, like, I don't have a problem with supporting, like, people taking social services, like, they can't, for whatever reason they can't work, or like, whether it's, like, mental or physical disability or something, or injuries or whatever, like, that's fine. But if it's somebody who's able-bodied, I think that we would be better off providing, like, daycare services so that they could work than giving them free money.
Yeah, shit. It might. Yeah, even I wouldn't mind kicking the ass to actually fucking try going through the actually getting disability approved.
Speaking of daycare, you guys see, like, apparently there's another round of those videos. Remember those videos that women would post about, like, here's a day in the life of a Facebook employee, and they go in there and they wake up at like 10 in the morning, and they go off and get a latte, then they head off into work, and then, do at least half-hour work. Those kind of things. It's like, there's more of those videos of these women who just go in there and they do busy work. They don't really do much of anything. Just walking around and doing nothing. And it's mostly in New York. Like there's a new round of these women who they have an entire floor to themselves in this big expensive building, and there's like a place in there. They stop. They take like a
they're
couple
there to
hours
fill
lunch
quotas
break.
and for management and the other employees to like think that they could fuck. Essentially, is the whole role that they fill in that company.
Yeah.
So someone pointed out that it might be money laundering. Because it's like, like they have money and they need to make it seem like they're using it for something, even though they're not really paying extra people and making it look
it's
like
a
they're doing
form
anything.
of money laundering. Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah, I'm seeing this. I'm like, oh my god, what? How do I get a job like this? Well, but anyway, yeah, that's what's been
my job
sort of...
is I do get paid to sleep. I do have a bed, like at work. There's a bed that I sleep in. But on the other hand, I do actually have to know how to handle things, and I have actually prevented like suicides a couple times. So
yeah, I was gonna say
I'm kind of doing something.
Indeed.
Oh, I did
have
to.
They're fucking going in during daylight hours, and they're like, "Oh, and then I get to take it, and they get a massage."
Yeah.
I get some more boba tea, drink.
Yeah, most of my time is spent reading or sleeping, but I do occasionally help the clients. I know that like I have a very frustrating situation with one client who would constantly come in and like try to get candy because he was diabetic, and he'd like, "Oh, my blood sugar's low. I need candy." And the fucking staff during the day was just fucking giving him candy. And I'm like, that's not how low blood sugar when you have diabetes works. You don't just eat candy and then you're fine. Like that's not how that works, guys. Like, so I spent a night, and I spent probably an hour like in the middle of the night, like 2 a.m. or some shit. I made him take his blood sugar, made him test it. And then his blood sugar was low, and I made him take a glucose tablet, which is the actual medication he's prescribed for low blood sugar. And then I made him make like a peanut butter sandwich and eat it, so that his blood sugar would be raised immediately from the glucose tablet, and then stay at a reasonable level, because he was eating like actual food with like complex carbohydrates and stuff, and it wasn't just fucking
it sounds awfully
sugar.
Awfully ableist of you, dude.
Yeah, and you know what? You know who hasn't come and asked for free candy in the middle of the night anymore? Trying to get free candy? Yeah, that guy. So, yeah, it was one of those things where it's like, I wish the day shift were a little more responsible or aware of what they should be doing.
Yeah. Sounds like dealing with my mom, diabetic, like trying to get her to, like, mom, down the donut. You don't need a donut.
It's very, very similar. A lot of the stuff that, because I used to work day shift, a lot of the stuff is very similar to parenting people, where you kind of have to say like, hey, no, this is not the way to handle. Like, we don't do this, we don't do that, whatever, it is. I'm trying to think.
Were you lifting something? Were you just lifting something? Because there's a lot of emphasis on this. We're doing this.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I had to scoot in my chair a little bit there. And I'm fucking old and stiff from sitting in the chair for too long so far. Yeah. A lot of it is reparenting. A lot of the stuff is they've just learned terrible habits because they've never had to like work, or like they've never been held responsible for their own actions. It's a big problem with mental health, in my opinion, is that a lot of the clients, despite being perfectly capable of understanding what they should and shouldn't be doing, have just never had any like responsibility for anything they do, so they just like do whatever the fuck, and it doesn't matter to them.
Would you say a lot of that?
Get away with just doing whatever.
Would you say a lot of that is people within a particular age bracket, like baby boomers?
It's literally everybody there. I can't really say that it's one particular group, age-wise, at least as far as my experience. Because it's been going on since forever. It's not like a particularly recent
California
thing. Mentally ill people, like, they're not responsible for if they commit a crime, they don't go to jail. If they, a lot of times won't even get arrested. Like, the police won't even arrest them.
Yeah, so it's like they've had consequence-free existence for like decades.
That's a problem.
Essentially. Yeah.
And we used to, unfortunately, we used to
personal responsibility.
Yeah.
Nothing's their fault.
What we used to do in the field that I'm in is we used to have what we would call natural consequences, because it was more behavioral cognitive type stuff. And the natural consequences are essentially you take whatever action that the client has done that they should not have done or should have done differently that you want them to learn from, and you try to figure out what would happen just in real life if you did that, and then that's what we would allow to occur so that they would get the natural consequences on that, because we're trying to teach them to be independent. So, like, if you smoke all the cigarettes you can afford for the month before the middle of the month is over, then you just don't have cigarettes. And that used to be the way it would work. It's like, all right, well, you know, your cigarettes, you can come and get them whenever you want. They were going to keep them in the office. You're not allowed to share them with other people. And if you smoke them, then you're just out for the rest of the month. But then that got too difficult. It was too difficult because they'd be like, you know, Nick fiending or whatever. And so, oh no, we just had to get like a couple cigarettes to get them by. It started with, and then it just like, oh, we're just buying all their cigarettes now. And it's like it just turned into this ridiculous nonsense where it's like they can just do whatever they want and they get like a free ride.
Yeah, that'll teach them.
Yeah, and it's not like there's no animosity here. Like I'm not angry that they did any of this stuff. It's just like it's not beneficial to them at all. Like they're not getting anything good out of this anymore. Like they're just turning into like these like irresponsible children, and it's like it's a shitty life to live that way.
Yeah. The nanny state, dude.
Yeah. And it's even started to get to the point where, like, even if it's a case of, like, symptom management, like, oh, no, that's just who they are, and it's totally fine, and we should just all learn to deal with whatever psychotic nonsense they're having delusions about. So, like, we're not even helping them with that anymore in a lot of cases. It's really sad.
Yeah, it would be.
Because I know when I took the job in the hopes of actually, like, seeing these guys and the ladies that I worked with, getting them, like, out of these programs and into independent living. So that they could make their own choices and be like, you know, live like a regular person would.
Mm-hmm.
But,
that's always the hope.
Not so much anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, that's sad. It's like the system just sort of gave up on people.
Well, there's so much money just being handed off to like illegal aliens and stuff that there's not a lot of funding for a lot of this stuff anymore. There used to be day programs in the communities that they could go to during the day that would teach them things like computer skills and budgeting and how to like work at a job and stuff like that. And a lot of those things have just gone because, you know, they're spending so much money on illegals. You know? It's really sad. But, you know, what are you going to do? California. Because the concept is great. You know, get people out of mental health hospitals so that you're not spending all this money hospitalizing them and their life is substantially less miserable.
That would be nice. Too expensive.
Yeah, well, we gotta give Pedro a free fucking truck. Because he decided to cross the border. Or we gotta buy a house for like, what's a good South African name? I don't know.
Keegan? Sorry. It's the only South African person I know.
Oh, Keegan. What is it?
But I think that's more Irish, dude.
Oh.
Or African. Keegan.
Oh, yeah, probably Afrikaans, yeah.
Sonkuto.
Yeah, exactly, that guy.
Miserable. It's fucking 113 degrees here, dude.
Oh, yeah.
45 Celsius, if that helps so much.
Sorry, what was that?
That's 45 degrees Celsius, 113 degrees Fahrenheit.
It would probably be a lot cooler than that, because 45, that's an emergency. So I don't think it's that high. Probably 35. So that would be a hot day. Yeah, 45. Yeah. I mean, we start advising people to head downstairs and get to cooler places.
Yeah. Well,
113. So. We do that here. Yeah, in California, you would tell people like go to the mall and get some AC. Try to stay cool and like get some wet towels or something. Yeah.
Yeah. No, we don't do any of that here.
Well, dry heat and wet heat are very different.
Yeah, this is definitely true. Because I'd still rather deal with this than like 95 in like Florida.
But I think once it gets to 105 in California, if I'm not mistaken, it's like 105 plus. That's a heat advisory where they're telling people to like do whatever you have to stay cool.
Yeah. Shelter, yeah.
Well, usually it's go to like the mall or like they'll have buildings or places that people can go to specifically.
Yeah, no, here like up to about 110 is actually not horrible. But once it gets up to this, anything about pretty unbearable.
Not time to do yard work, probably. Probably don't want to do a bunch of yard work right now in the middle of the day. Or middle of 130 degree or 113 degree weather.
Yeah, I do not want to advise it. But yeah, no, the dry heat, that does make a insane difference. Like I said, when I was in rehab in Florida, it would be like 90 degrees. And I was fucking dying because it's like 99% humidity.
So they're like, how the fuck is this happening?
Like, yeah, they're like, I thought you were from Arizona. Like, yeah, the dry heat, that's not a joke. It makes a difference. Yeah, see, the humidity right now is 14% here at 113 degrees. So, yeah, it sucks. But, yeah, if it was also humid, we would all be dying. Yeah, like, dude, during the summer, because it rains in the summer, and holy fuck, those days after it rains, obviously when it rains, it's pretty nice. When it's actually raining. But goddamn, the next day it'll be like 105. Like it'll drop from like 115 to like 105 with the humidity. Yeah, those days are rough.
Oh man, California has sporadic bursts of like 90 fucking %, 100% humidity, and those are the worst days, man. Oh my god.
Yeah, the humidity makes
fucking hot, muggy weather, and it could be like 85 degrees, but it's like 85 degrees with 100% humidity, and you absolutely cannot like breathe. It feels like you're choking when you're breathing.
Yeah,
it's like
it definitely. It kind of feels like you're drowning in fucking air. Yeah, no, like I said,
you guys get some humidity in certain parts of Canada. Are you in one of those parts, Samaj? Or?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. What was that?
You guys get some pretty heavy humidity in certain areas in Canada, right? Like some of the areas. Are you in one of those areas? Because
sporadic.
Sporadic.
So I'm in Alberta, and the thing is with Alberta is that it varies. Sometimes we get just as bad as in like other parts. So, but it like I say, some years are better than others. I wouldn't want to live in, let's say, Newfoundland or in parts of Ontario, which are they're right next to the ocean. So they're probably worse. But I don't think we ever well. Sometimes we get as bad as the hot spots in America, but not that bad. Like I think Arizona, was it Arizona? It gets really hot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that's where Detroit is.
Yeah, that's where I live.
Yeah.
That's where I live.
Yeah, Arizona and New Mexico are both extremely hot states as far as like the weather.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, even inland Southern Cal, it's pretpretty fucking rough too.
Oh yeah, there's deserts. There's the Mojave or something, or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's not in California.
No, it's not the Mojave.
Death Valley. I'm thinking Death Valley.
By Nevada. Yeah, well, Death Valley is further north too.
Damn it! I thought there was like a big.
Yeah, no, there's a desert. No, it's all desert. Like Interstate 8, like starts like literally runs into I-10, like right south of the town I live in, and runs all the way to the beach in San Diego, basically.
Yeah.
That's all desert. Like until you get into the mountains, like you climb through the mountains, and then San Diego is. Until you get to those mountains, it's all desert. Yeah, for a good fucking 300 miles, it's just desert through Arizona and California until like the last maybe 150 miles. So yeah, it's very not a lot of traffic, which is nice along Interstate 8.
Yeah, the Mojave Desert is in the south, and so is Desert Valley. You're both in the south of California. I was right.
Right. Yeah, but not that far south. I'm talking about where I'm at.
Oh, okay. I was like confused because I could have sworn Death Valley and the Mojave Desert were both in California.
Yeah, well, the Mojave is kind of through. Yeah, hold on, let me look it up. I might be thinking of Lake Mojave.
It probably goes into other areas too, but like I'm looking at a map right now, so.
Yeah, hold on, I'll look it up. Let's see, because maybe it does stretch that far.
Yeah, I think it goes into Arizona. And it's down in the very bottom right-hand corner of California. But also, like, the...
Oh, I guess that is, yeah. Okay.
San Joaquin and Sacramento valleys are both very deserty.
Hell, even, like, the eastern half of Oregon is a lot of desert.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're lucky. I'm lucky where I'm at because we're in like a coastal area that's very green. Like we get a lot of water every year. So, well, some years we don't get enough, but most of the time we get plenty.
Yeah, it looks like I-10. I-10 runs through the Mojave more. Mojave stops, a little short of the I-8 area, but yeah, like if you go through like Blythe's right on the border of Arizona and California. If you're going along I-10, that stretch, it's the same. I mean, it's desert. It might have a different. Yeah, it's all desert until you get to the mountains.
Yeah, I think you have to go through the Mojave to get to San Diego from Arizona, actually.
Yeah. No, it's kind of whatever. It's all desert, so whatever name it is.
Yeah. It's like the Mojave Desert, and then there's like other desert, like south of Palm Springs, that's not named.
Yeah, it's, I mean, I-8 runs very close to the Mexican border, if that helps at all.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's like fucking 10 miles from the border.
Oh, and the exclusion zone, the zone where the Constitution doesn't apply.
Is that right?
You didn't know that? So there's like they call it an exclusion zone or the buffer zone. Different terms for it. But essentially, like, the police are given the ability to just search and do all the things they want, like, without regard to your rights. Because it's so close to the border, they're just allowed to search without any cause or anything like that. And so there's a lot of areas where they take advantage of it and harass like random innocent people or just go on fishing trips and fuck people up.
There's definitely a couple checkpoints along I-8. but they usually wave you through.
Most of the time, I imagine. I imagine the majority of the time that is used specifically for. Well, it was during, before the fucking left went commie and started working for China. Was there to like prevent people from crossing the border and bringing in drugs and stuff. So they were going after like illegal aliens and drug runners.
Indeed. That's the thing, because I'm thinking Yuma. That's right on the border with California too. The I-8. That's where all the dunes are.
Yeah.
There's a fucking just miles of fucking sand dunes there for some reason. I guess there used to be a fucking, gigantic fucking inland sea or whatever. Millions of years ago.
Yeah, if you, well, not even like that long ago, I don't think. The Sacramento Valley and the San Joaquin Valley used to be a big inland sea. So let me show you what I'm looking at here. Oh yeah.
While you do that, I gotta head out here. Gotta go make something to eat and take care of things. And see how
man, have a good time.
Talk to you later.
All right. Thanks for stopping by.
Okay, I can't link the image, unfortunately, but I can link the link, and it just shows there. But if you look at the Sacramento Valley and the San Joaquin Valley, you can understand exactly what that would have been. That was an inland sea.
Yeah, I remember there being a gigantic.
And then it would have been the coastal mountain areas would have been like the land on the edge, on the outside edge, and then the Sierra Nevada and the Cascade, and all the mountains would have been basically like your oceanfront property for the inland sea. And a lot of it got drained to like farming for fucking stealing water for Los Angeles, and like Nevada probably got a bunch for their fucking Vegas and stuff like that. Because the lakes and stuff, a lot of the rivers that fed everything got basically sucked up. It's like the Colorado River used to be a lot bigger, but it gets drained like a long time before it gets to where you are at, like in Arizona. Like there's a lot of people that take the water along the way, and so a lot of these waterways have stopped carrying anywhere near as much water as they used to.
Yeah, well, I know Arizona has the reach of the Colorado River. Although other states have like tried to build dams and shit over the years to fuck with that. But yeah, Arizona actually has the rights to that, because if not, we'd be completely fucking screwed.
Yeah, and so like that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like I think that a lot of that happened upstream from where a lot of the tributaries would have fed the California Ocean, the little inland sea, and it's turned into some very, very fertile farmland. Like the San Joaquin Valley and the Sacramento Valley, they grow a lot of really like a lot of food there. Like you see a lot of big cornfields and a lot of big wineries, and they do all the orchards, all the almonds and the fucking avocados and shit.
I know I had my ex's family lived a little further up north, around like Hollister in that area.
Yeah.
There was like apparently strawberries were really big there.
Oh yeah, strawberries. That's right. We grow a lot of fucking strawberries and other fruit too.
Yeah. Those other ones was garlic, and like Gilroy was known for like garlic for whatever reason. I guess they grow a fucking shit ton of it there.
Yeah, they got the garlic festival.
The other one was. Whew. Yeah, but I put a picture of the map there. Like if you can see where it says Yuma. That green line is Interstate 8, so you can see how close it hugs the border with Mexico, damn near on it in a couple of spots.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, Mexicali is in Mexico, Tijuana is in Mexico, Yuma's in the U.S. So you can see the border. But yeah, it's really far south. Yeah, the one above it, obviously the other green line up that goes around Joshua Tree and all that is pretty sure that's I-10.
Yeah. Fun times.
Yeah,
So
that's all
big.
desert. Whatever the fuck name it is, that's all fucking just nasty desert. Other than fucking trucks, rigs, semis running shit from, to and from along that route. Yeah, there's not a lot of traffic for long fucking stretches of that. You can go fucking, fucking an hour, hour and a half sometimes without even seeing other cars, especially at night. Jesus Christ.
Oh man. Yeah. Oh, what was it? On a completely different note, because we're kind of petering out here.
All right.
I was thinking about it, and like Winnie the Pooh is like lost the copyright trademark thing. So you can use
public
like
domain now.
all the from the original 100 Acre Woods book. You can use all the original characters. So like Tigger is off limits still, but like Roo and Kanga and Owl and Rabbit and Eeyore and Piglet and Winnie the Pooh are all like you can use them in whatever you want.
All right.
I think it would be really fucking fun to do like a Animal Farm style version of Winnie the Pooh. Like like teaching kids the dangers and but make it for kids. So it's like teaching the inherent actual unfairness of like communism and how insidious and dangerous it is. Like I thought that would be so fucking funny.
Was.
Winnie the Pooh?
No, Animal Farm.
Oh yeah, that's what Animal Farm was. Yeah, but it's more of a story for adults.
Right. No, I remember having to read it in like freshman English class.
Yeah, I'm talking for like dumb it down for like fucking 6-year-olds. Like I'm not talking for like high school kids. All right, I should say it's for young adults. I should say, my bad. More appropriate. Young adults. So like teenagers. And stuff.
I just remember not knowing who any of the fucking people were. I'm like, who the fuck is Trotsky? I don't, you know what I mean? Like they gave a thing like, oh, this character is probably Trotsky. This character is probably Lenin, or all that kind of shit.
Oh, so like, I want to dumb it down from that level to where it's just like taking the basic concept of communism and using it as essentially a villain, and having like Winnie the Pooh be the one who does it because he looks like fucking the guy from China.
All right, yeah.
And him basically being a variation of like that character. Like you're not literally going word for word or taking the actual storyline from Animal Farm, right. Just the concept of it being a moral tale of why communism is wrong.
Did he actually? I forgot if that was true or not. Did he actually like forbid Winnie the Pooh from being like used anywhere in China? Did that actually happen, or is that just a?
I don't know. I'm going to ask the Google machine.
I think he might have actually done that. He's that insecure about it.
Is Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh's likeness is heavily censored in China.
Okay.
Due to online memes comparing the character to Chinese President Xi Jinping.
Alright. So as long as it's
any
not
imagery or mentions of Winnie the Pooh, particularly online, are actively blocked or scrubbed by censors. Essentially, there's no complete ban, but it's basically banned.
Right. Yeah, if there's anything even remote.
So like,
it with,
you can find like the Winnie the Pooh movies and stuff like that, but you won't find anything that remotely comes close to comparing Xi Jinping to Winnie the Pooh.
Right. That's what I figured. You've never heard of the Streisand effect.
You can name the character Winnie Z Pooh.
Yeah.
Winnie She Pooh? That'd be funny as fuck.
Yeah, because the rest of the world does shit, and I don't know how much, if it would be done to the same extent if he wasn't so insecure about it. Like, you know what I mean? Like if he didn't do that kind of crazy banning shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's unfamiliar with Streisand and her famous effect.
Yes, I've heard of Streisand and her famous effect. Absolutely. I'm
Xi
aware of that one.
Jinping apparently has not.
No, yeah. Well, you know, that's the dictator fucking thing is dictators are not as smart as they want people to think they are.
Yeah, or as tough.
Yep.
Very thin-skinned, actually.
Because, like, yeah, I don't understand why you rule an entire country. Like, if people want to compare you to Winnie the Pooh, like, who the fuck cares?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, that'd be my point. I'd be like, I ruled the entire country, alright. And if that makes people feel better to call me Winnie the Pooh, fucking, whatever, dude, go for it. Like, it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's like, how that level of insecurity in somebody that's running a fucking country that size is fucking odd.
Well, and it's one of the reasons that democracy is so important. Is essentially like what we have right now is a lot of like dictatorships in a lot of the countries. So like they can't get rid of the bad government, you know, like they can't eliminate them. And I think really a lot of what's going on, and even in like a lot of the supposedly liberal areas, I do think that there's a lot of voter fraud going on that's keeping areas that would not be liberal from becoming Republican in a lot of the areas in the country right now.
Yeah.
Because I don't hear a lot of people genuinely like advocate for the things that the Democrats are advocating for in real life, like off the internet, obviously.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no doubt.
So
they're still holding on to it. A lot of dead people voting.
I think that there's a really needs to be some election reform, and it needs to come from the federal government in the form of new laws, like that they're essentially like you have to have an ID to vote. I think there should be specifically a voter ID. And I think you should have to demonstrate that you are a citizen and have like your, you know, social security number and your driver's license and all that stuff and your birth certificate.
Yeah.
I think that's a perfectly reasonable thing to do, and it's a thing that a lot of other countries do actually do, so. Yeah. Yeah, the fraud should not be as easy as it is. And I think voting should be done on a paper ballot that is kept and maintained for at least 2 years after every election.
Yeah.
I think that's a really big thing. I think that even if you can't prove that, you know, like if for whatever reason you can't, there should never be a problem with verifying votes being accurate. You know what I mean? Like, that's silly.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there should be a printout that shows you what you voted for to make sure it matches what you actually
Well, and also, like, getting, like, counting the ballots and recounting and checking for fraud should never be, like, a hard hill to get up.
Yeah, strictly electronic. Yeah. Yeah.
That should be, like, really easy for people to initiate. Like, if you get a few hundred people signing something, they should be able to have the votes recounted. Then, since they're all kept for 2 years, it should be no problem. And I think that the penalties for voter fraud should be at least 20 years in prison.
Yeah, I honestly, depending on the severity, I think it should be treasonous. It'd be fucking death at certain situations.
Yeah, depending on the level, yeah. If it's a, you know, maybe it depends on the level of government that they're infecting. But yeah, no, I genuinely think there needs to be like very severe penalties for voter fraud of any kind.
Yeah, Yeah, like the absolute minimum for even thing that would be like considered kind of ticky tack. Yeah, fuck you, 20 years.
Yeah.
It's the kind of the bedrock. It's the foundation of our fucking system.
Yeah, if you're violating the very foundational principle of the society, you should be going to jail for between 10 to 20 years at least. I don't think execution works because nobody got killed, but I do think that there should also be potential to seize property. You know, like if it costs,
it's gotta be serious though.
Here's the thing. I think I'm confusing a couple things here. Hold on, let me try to re-clarify because I just thought of it the way I was thinking about it. I think it was wrong. I think if you are an individual who casts like multiple votes or something in an effort to defraud, or you're an illegal alien that votes in an election in order to like defraud, that should be somewhere between 10 to 15 years in prison, easily. I think if you are organizing it on a massive scale, then you get into the point where it's like 20 years and potentially execution.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're part of like some big conspiracy in that, I don't know that execution isn't the, it would be a major deterrent from anybody even thinking about doing it.
Well, I think that has to be for the people that are at the very top level of the organization, as opposed to like the random idiot that fucking, got like 2 ballots and voted because he got paid like $50 to do it. I think that guy should definitely be facing 10 years in prison, though.
It's got to be severe. Yeah, it's got to be pretty, what you would think would be outside. It would be considered outsized or too much, but again, it's too essential to the system, man. So if you're fucking with it on any level, it should be really fucking severe.
Yeah. And I wish the Republicans would do that as well as going into education and reforming those systems. The voting system and the education system both need to be reformed. And I think it's similar to the people that are advocating for like banning, because I think they should do like mandatory paternity testing at birth, just as a general rule, before anybody's name gets put on any sort of birth certificate and there's any legal obligations. Every child should be tested paternity wise for their like father.
Yeah,
absolutely. 100%.
That should have to be verified. I had no problem with that. Obviously,
and I think the only reason to be against that is if you want to commit paternity fraud. I'm sorry, I don't agree with any other. I don't think there's any other reason.
Yeah. You're okay with it. You think women should be able to get away? Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
If you're against that, yeah, agreed.
And I think it's similar to that, where it's like. If you're against the voter fraud stuff, then that's because you want to commit voter fraud. You want voter fraud to be an option for you.
Yeah. Agreed.
Like, I think these are things where, like, you do have to have, like, extreme ultimatum kind of things. Oh, yeah, my
Apparently
first customer for my
people got it.
My meth turns my customers into one-eyed zombies that walk around with a fog emanating from them.
Are they eating any faces?
No, unfortunately,
like
they don't do that. They don't do that, but it's still pretty funny.
All right, I haven't actually watched the video I just posted, but it looks like a bunch of Antifa fucking retards are getting arrested or something.
Yeah, they need to be doing some very serious mass arrests for that stuff. That is so fucking out of control. Like, that's literally insurrection. It's literally people like rebelling against the government. And there's no excuse for it. Like, the nice thing is, though, the most important part of this is the people that are being arrested are not facing state charges. They are facing federal charges. So the little pansy-ass fucking Chinese agents that work for our country's DAs can't let them out to cause more chaos. The federal government's going to put them in federal prisons for like 20 fucking years at a time. You know, it's like they're getting fucked.
Yeah, the only issue I have with that is federal prisons are far too nice.
Fair enough, but better they be in prison than on the street.
I'm with you, though. Yeah, no.
As long as they're off the street and they actually suffer consequences. Because my main thing is, like, any consequences for their actions at this point. They've been breaking the law with absolute impunity.
Yeah.
To the point where I don't see a problem with groups like, what do you call it? What was the Proud Boys or whatever? Like, I'm at the point where I don't see a problem with them anymore. Like, if they're out there fighting these people in the streets, like, yeah, go for it. It's reasonable. The government has demonstrated a complete and utter lack of concern for your safety and well-being, and is letting these people destroy our country as a whole. Like, at this point, you can't. Like, I don't care.
You're letting them operate as vigilantes, essentially. Fuck it.
Yeah, so I got
them be
no problem
countered
with the
by
Proud Boys at this point.
Indeed.
My goal to find ridiculous effects for the drugs that I sell my customers in this game, because I want to get the $10 million achievement where you've earned $10 million selling drugs in the game, but it's going to take a long fucking time because it's just like you just don't make that much money. You make like 0.1 million a day if you're really good. So that's a long fucking time. So I made the drugs as ridiculous as possible so I could enjoy the selling them and watching the customers take them, because they immediately take them whenever you do a deal.
Oh, gotcha.
So I've got my cocaine makes their heads swell up, so they have a giant head, and catch on fire, so their head is on fire as well. And they have lightning all over them, like it just surrounds them with like lightning bolts like all around them. And then my new Beth turns them into a one-eyed zombie with a fog surrounding them when they walk around. But my ultimate is my fucking weed. My weed, they smoke the weed, it changes their gender, makes them bald, makes them start shitting their pants, and makes them have a seizure immediately. So they just like immediately fall over and shit their pants, turn to like the opposite gender, and have no hair. It's fucking hilarious.
That's fucking nuts.
It's such a wacky, fun game. Oh, hey, you are a player of the Star Wars Battlefront 2, yes?
No.
Oh, you're not.
I played the original one. I played the original Battlefront years ago when the PS4 first came out.
Okay. I was wondering about that because I was like, me and a few other people are playing the new one that came out because it was on sale for like $4 or something on the Steam sale thing. And I was like, if you play that on a computer, you could get in on some of these games if you're inclined, but it sounds like you're not, so.
Yeah. I thought you could go cross-platform with that shit now. No?
I looked it up. I don't think you can go you can't go cross-platform on that.
Not on that one, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
well. That sucks. Because I did enjoy playing the original Star Wars Battlefront.
Oh, and I'm fucking terrible at it, but it's very entertaining.
I was good at parts of it. Yeah. The fighter squadrons, I was fucking kick-ass. I'm going to say I was elite, even if I have no official proof of that. I was pretty fucking good at that. Yeah, the regular fighting shit, I was... I'm better than that. I definitely enjoyed fucking with people. I could definitely... like the little droid ones where you had to like capture the droids. And you have to like be around it.
I don't think we have a... There's not... On the Battlefront Celebration Edition, there is not a droid thing.
Yeah, it would usually be like 3 droids wandering around the and you try to obviously capture as many of those as you could, hold them as many as you could. Yeah, I was really
No, it
good
does not
at
have cross-platform play. Shit. The wackiest game that I've played so far, and I may have just not played that game mode. The weirdest one I've played so far is like a horror movie kind of thing, where you're in the middle of the night, you're a stormtrooper, and you can't see shit. Like everything's like super dark, and there's like Ewoks hunting you, and so like you have to survive as a stormtrooper to get like medevaced or like evacuated off of the planet. And if you die, you turn into an Ewok. So like as the game progresses, there's more and more Ewoks, so it gets harder and harder to win if you're a stormtrooper. And you can't see anything without a flashlight. If you're a stormtrooper, it's all too dark. But the Ewoks can see just fine. So even though they're like, hanging out there with fucking spears and shit, like you can still like get the stormtroopers, sneak up behind them and shit because it's dark and whatnot. It's very entertaining. Right. Very, very chaotic.
Right.
But maybe that's what they replaced if that was not a game mode before, that might be what they have instead of the capture the droid thing.
Yeah, it sounds more, the capture kind of lame anyway. That sounds way better. What you're describing.
Yeah.
So.
The one I was just, don't like is the hero mode. That one is a pain in the ass right now.
Like the heroes versus villains kind of thing?
Yeah, where you can be like Luke Skywalker or Lando Calrissian or fucking Han Solo or whatever, and then like the other team is like the Emperor and Darth Vader and shit. And you gotta fight with like the lightsabers and stuff. I fucking hate that mode right now, but that's mainly just I don't know how to fucking use the lightsabers or that shit. It's super fucking complicated, and there's no fucking tutorial that I found.
Right.
That walks you through it. Well, I don't see any mode where I can just practice to learn how to do it. So I'm not a fan of that.
I guess you can have weapons with Han and like Lando in there. Assume they're not fighting with sabers, right?
Yeah, but if you're fighting with a fucking gun, the gun does barely fucking anything, dude.
Yeah.
Like they come up and hit you with the lightsaber like twice and you're dead. You have to shoot them like 30 fucking times, dude. It's not the same.
Yeah.
Which I think would be all right if I understood how to play a little better, because I'm sure I would still be able to mitigate the difference in damage if I knew how to play more. Like if I knew how to like use the characters and the powers. There's also like the leveling up. I'm not a big fan of the system for leveling up to get weapons and abilities. I don't like that.
Yeah, I remember that shit, dude. Yeah.
Like I don't like that. I like it when everybody has the same options from the get-go, so that there's not like a fucking huge curve of like, oh yeah, you're gonna lose a whole lot to people that are absolutely terrible at the game because they've played more than you.
Yeah, I hear you.
It's like, that's fucking not very fun. But the game itself is really good. Like, I like the graphics because it's modern. It's like remade like recently, so all the graphics are updated or really, so they're really nice. And then it's just fun running around the Star Wars universe. I do wish they did the maps a little better. People blend into the fucking maps a little too well. It's hard to see.
Oh yeah. No, I remember doing that with. Yeah, you match up like if it's all green. Obviously like the, what do you call them? Yeah, it was like what they wore on Endor, like that kind of green camo shit.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't horrible. It helped a little. It was kind of funny because most players would wouldn't fuck with that, and they would just go with whatever the highest ranked or what the last one is that you can get on either side, because they had to show off how fucking good they are. You know what I mean? Like they're too insecure to go with like something that might actually camouflage them on a level.
Yeah.
Everybody had to know like at all times. You know what I mean? Like I would have everything maxed out like that, but I'm like, all right, yeah, no, the Shadow Trooper's the highest one, but it's black and it's gonna stick out like a sore thumb on this map. So I'm gonna go with this other one that it doesn't do that. But yeah, most people did not do that. They're like, no, they must know that I have the Shadow Trooper on every level every time I play.
Yeah, I enjoy a lot of it, but there's a lot of it where you're like, dude, what the fuck? Like, why is that the way it works? That doesn't make any sense.
Mm. Yeah, there was definitely some weird shit. I remember that. Well, yeah. Speaking of the droid thing, like, I never really understood the scoring because I thought it was like kind of got points the longer you held however many droids or whatever. But it was literally just who had the most droids at the end of the match, and I didn't realize that for the longest time.
Yeah,
so you could be
like,
getting,
that
you know,
seems unfair.
Yeah, like you could be killing, just destroying the other team for like 90% of the match, and if they come in right in the last minute and grab the droids all at once, they can fucking win. Yeah, that shit didn't make sense to me. I like the hero hunt. That was one of the favorite ones. Where there was one person that would be the hero, and all the rest of the people were fucking hunting him down. You get points, and then you get to become the hero. Once it's, you know, you get enough points or whatever.
I don't know that I've played that mode. I don't know what what modes are there. So like,
yeah, I don't know. You might not, but
that sounds like a lot of fun.
That much. Yeah, I didn't like
everybody's hunting down Darth Vader, or everybody's hunting down Luke Skywalker. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, yeah. There would be like 8 other dudes, or whatever amount it was. But yeah, obviously the hero or villain, our guys coming at him. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. If they have that, check that out.
Yeah.
So yeah, they called it Hero Hunt. It might be a. But yeah, I never really liked the heroes versus villains matches where it would be like 3-on-3, 3 heroes versus 3 villains. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of that one. But the Hero Hunt was pretty fun. And then obviously the regular, you know, 16v16 matches.
Those are a blast, man. Those are a blast. Yeah, those are fun.
Yeah, I like those a lot.
And they get fucking progressively crazier and crazier with the number of battle points you get.
Yeah. Nice.
Because, like,
that's,
you know, at first it's like, you know, normal, like, you know, 16 versus 16, and everybody's like shooting their guns, and then suddenly people are flying around in fucking spaceships and walking around in fucking giant, like, walker fucking droids and shit.
HSCs,
and you're like, what the fuck is going on? The battle just gets crazier and crazier as you progress, and that's so much more fun.
Yeah, sometimes you'd find the hero.
Yeah, or like sometimes you can be like Luke Skywalker starts showing up and the Emperor and shit. Like I love how terrifying the Emperor and stuff are in like Luke Skywalker when you're playing, because it's like, you know, you're an assault guy and then suddenly there's fucking Emperor Palpatine zapping the shit out of you with lightning. You're just one shot.
Yeah, Vader just choking you out and killing you. Yeah, or force choking you, I should say. Sorry.
Yeah, or you're one of the stormtroopers, and then suddenly fucking Luke Skywalker shows up out of nowhere and just cuts you in half. You know, it's like, well, fuck. I guess there goes me.
Yeah, his force push. Yeah, that was because that would actually kill you if you were anywhere near him. He'd have to, you know, obviously has the cooldowns as good. But yeah, if you get caught and there'd be, you know, if there's a bunch of you together, dude, he could take out fucking grip of you in one shot with that force push.
Yeah.
Or the force choke. Kind of the same shit. Or the lightning, the super lightning storm from fucking Teen. Yeah.
And
I like Dengar. He got added later on. Dengar was one of the late additions, but as a villain. But yeah, he's the one that was like, he was the opposite silent secret assassin, where he would just go in and just fucking start blowing shit up.
I don't know if he's
So
in the
especially,
16-16 matches, but I know in the Hero 3 vs 3 you can get the fucking the droid that had like 4 lightsabers.
no, Grievous, yeah, General
You
Grievous.
can be Grievous,
Yeah,
and you
that
can
guy
be
was
like
fucking
Rey
crazy.
and stuff now. And then they have the black guy that was the stormtrooper. He's in there now as one of the heroes. So they've really kept going with a lot of the characters. I don't necessarily like all the characters, but it's cool that they're adding in like a bunch of stuff. So
yeah. There's a few early on in the original Battlefront. I'm like, all right, so you added fucking Yen Nub before you added like fucking Chewbacca. Like, you guys are being assholes. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
that might be a case of being able to afford the rights though. Where it might not be the game devs, it might be fucking like Luke's, like the fucking the what's his name, fucking George Lucas saying like, well, if you want Chewbacca, I need me some cash, you know. I bet you that's what's going on when it comes to that kind of stuff. I bet it's more a case of how much money it costs for them to, you know, license the right to X character or whatever. Unfortunately.
Yeah, it could be, but they did add Chewbacca later.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure, like, as the game became more successful and made more sales, they had more money. So
yeah,
it's probably a case of where it was like they couldn't afford Chewbacca to begin with because Han Solo cost too much, and then they were like, oh well, I guess if we want to add the you know, Emperor Palpatine, it's going to cost this much money, and you know, it's like, which one, you know, how do you prioritize? Because they rake you over the coals for those likeness rights when they come to the video game stuff.
Well, the original 3 were Han, and then Palpatine, Darth Vader, and Boba Fett. Like, those are the original ones that came out at the start.
Oh yeah, so they've sunk their money in early for sure.
Yeah, for at least those 3. Yeah, on each side. That's those 6, I guess it would be. But yeah, it was just like, fuck this guy. Yeah, the weird fucking pancake face guy, the pilot. He's coming out before fucking Chewbacca. No, not Akbar. The pilot one. That's got like, hold on, I'll fucking pull him up. You'll know what I'm talking about. He's got the weird fucking extra fucking cheeky action, the extra cheeks. I don't know what the fucking species is because I'm not that much of a.
I wouldn't know either.
Yeah, I know the name because of the game, and that's about it. So I'll pull it up. Yeah, you'll know who I'm talking as soon as you see it. Then, come on, goddammit. Quit fucking around. My phone sucks. Image. But yeah, if I remember in the movie, he was one of the Rogue Squadron guys. And they had him, that guy. One of those guys, whatever they're fucking called.
Oh, that's the same race as the... Oh, no, yeah, Akbar. Yeah, okay, yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, this guy. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that is weird that they would put him in there. But he's kind of iconic, too, though. He was in...
Yeah, but he was a pilot, though.
Yeah, he was just a... That's true, he was just a pilot.
Yeah, so to throw him into the fucking ground war is a little odd. Yeah, Boba Fett was pretty badass. He had the wrist rocket, he had the fucking... Fuck, dude. The backpack, you know, the rocket backpack or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Jetpack, yeah.
Yeah, he had the jetpack. He had a wrist rocket.
Yeah, right now he has like a one rocket. He can fire a single rocket. I think that's from the backpack.
Yeah.
And then there's like the jetpack, and then there's the wrist rockets that he fires like a bunch of them, like right in front of him.
Yeah. Okay, that's a little different. Yeah. Yeah. I think he had that was like he could shoot one that was caused a pretty good amount of damage, but had a pretty long cooldown.
Yeah, very long cooldown. Too long cooldown, in my opinion. Considering that, you know, he can shoot that and it doesn't really do a whole lot of damage compared to how much the lightsabers do in one hit.
Right.
Which is like, and my issue is like not in like the reality of like obviously a lightsaber is better than a fucking blaster, like obviously. But
yeah,
from the
especially
perspective of the
totally
balance of the
transporters.
game, not everybody can do that. You know, it's not very fair.
Right. Yeah, that takes some practice to. Yeah, if you're good at it, fuck shit up. But yeah, it takes a bit to learn how to fucking use the lightsabers properly.
Well, like Han Solo is at a severe disadvantage unless you're running an aimbot like one of the guys I ran into last night. Where he's like, you know that giant map where you're kind of like in a cave, but it like opens to like a desert area. I don't know if that was there before, but like there's like some ships are all kind of like sort of around the area, and it's like they're all.
I remember when that was like that, but it was ice. It was like on Hoth or something.
Oh, okay. Well, this one is a different map, but it's massive map, and all the maps are really fucking big in that game, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But it was like this dude was like across the map. Like I could not physically see his character. He was that far away. And he's playing Han Solo, so like Han Solo doesn't really have any zoom on his gun either. It's just a tiny little fucking dot reticle in the middle of your screen. And he's just fucking pinging me all over. I dodge and move left and right, you know, like strafing and stuff like that to like avoid the bullets. And this guy's hitting me with every single shot from so far across the map that it's ridiculous. It's like, oh yeah, dude's using software for sure. It's so lame.
Right. Yeah, and that one it did. Yeah, the TL-44, the black pistol, I assume, is usually.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's not a high fire rate, and you don't have much range on that at all. Right.
Well, and you can't zoom in like you can with like the specialist or whatever, like a sniper rifle version of the laser blaster.
Yeah.
It's just a pistol.
Yeah,
and he's just fucking winging me every single time he shoots that I'm not behind cover. No matter where he is on the map and no matter where I am. So we could be on opposite ends of the map and he's still just fucking plinking. And I'm like, alright, that's not real. Alright, like that guy's obviously fucking got some software. It's like I actually quit out of a match earlier today with Overwatch. I don't like to just leave the match, but I got teamed up with a guy that was cheating on the other team, and then I'm like, I'm not playing with a fucking cheater on my team, dude. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, you gotta have some kind of chance. I assume the pistol looks something like that I just posted, similar to that for Han Solo.
Yeah.
It's technically got a scope on it, but not really.
No. Game mechanics wise, it doesn't zoom in. It's like it barely fucking. It doesn't really zoom in at all.
Yeah, that's the way it always was. It was pretty low rate of fire, but it would do a lot of damage, or more than most other ones because of low rate of fire. But yeah, you're not hitting anybody from that fucking far.
Yeah, not across the map. No matter how far.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
It's like the guy that was on the team that I was on in Overwatch. That he was on the opposite team the match before, and then he was on my team that match. And I know he was cheating because. Literally, I saw it in the fucking cams, but the death cams and shit. But also, like, the team we were playing could not fucking shoot anything, or they were absolutely awful. Because I'm not like the best Overwatch player by any stretch. I'm very like low to bottom rank player, and I was fucking owning everybody on the map. Like I was fucking owning the entire team. By far the highest kill rate, and the character that I was playing, because it was every time you die you get a random character, so you don't pick your character. The character I was playing with, I'm not particularly good with. And then suddenly we get to the very end of the match, and there's like 10 more feet we gotta push the cart. Like we pushed it across the whole map, and it's just like one more little push, and none of them can die anymore. All of them are hitting all their shots. And it's just like, all right, this is fucking ridiculous. Like, what?
Yeah.
Suddenly these people are fucking amazing at the game and they can't fucking die anymore. Like, I'm fucking done. Like...
Yeah, this is not fun. This is not fair. Yeah.
And it's obviously it's not legitimate. It's not, you know, I mean, because I've lost plenty of games and I don't fucking care. But
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Yeah, I hear you. I'm not concerned with my case.
Yeah, I don't play ranked. Like, the only time I play ranked is when they give out the little drives or whatever, where you can get like a cool name tag, and I'll fucking play ranked until I can get as much of that name tag as I'm willing to put into it, and I don't care what the rank is at the end. But like most of the time, I avoid ranked like the plague because I don't want to fucking deal with that shit.
I hear you.
And also because I'm at the bottom rank, so what's the point?
Yeah. Oh fuck! But those that game style or whatever the fuck you call it, that game mode where you have like some kind of cargo that's got to move through an area.
Yeah,
And the one team's trying to stop it from moving. Yeah, those are a lot of fun.
That's a lot of fun. Yeah, they also have it in the Marvel Rivals game, and that's a lot of fun too. But that was infested with cheaters almost from day one, like Overwatch. Yeah. It's like,
yeah, that was definitely on the original front too. So yeah, that was definitely one of my favorites.
I would say with the Battlefront though, we played, I don't know, like 6 or 7 rounds, and I only ran into one guy that was playing Han Solo that was cheating. Usually, in a lot of the other games, when you run into it, it's like every other game, roughly. It's so bad. And it might be on your team. Like, it might not necessarily be against you. Like, I don't care if it's on my team or the other team. If, like, one guy on my team is doing 40-0, like, kills, like 40 kills with 0 deaths, I'm just as fucking not happy to play as any other, time. It's like...
Yeah, whether he's on your team or not.
Yeah, I don't want to win because that guy cheated, and I don't want the other team to lose because of that. That's not fair either.
Yeah. That was the one nice thing about playing on the PS4, like on a console. Is you don't get,
God, yes. So rare to run into hackers, man.
Yeah, although I do remember a guy somehow Skywalker hero thing, and some dude was playing as just the regular grunt stormtrooper or whatever the fuck, and like killed him with like 2 or 3 shots, which was fucking just not possible. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck, dude?
I don't know about the more modern versions of the consoles, but I know when Xbox One came out, one of my friends fucking destroyed his first Xbox. He was fucking, his family was rich, so they got him another one. And we were all in like our early 20s at that point, so like his family and he had a lot of fucking money. But he was soldering in a little breadboard with fucking different like chips and stuff on it to make cheats allowed on there.
Oh wow.
And he fucking used the wrong setting on the soldering iron initially, and fucking instead of soldering the wire onto the little lead to the Xbox so that he could put this other circuit board in there with the other stuff, it fucking poked a hole in the circuit boards in the Xbox, and that was fucking donezo for that. He had to buy a whole new one. But so from the original Xbox on, it has been possible to cheat, but it was really fucking hard
it was very
to do. It wasn't easy.
Yeah, because I remember the Nazi zombie match playing when the guy, like a guy would ever like, here, I have a monkey, and he'd like bomb start of the fucking match, start of the fucking game, and they're like, all right, dude, I'm out of here.
Oh, I remember.
I wanted to actually be a challenge.
Playing Halo Reach, and I think I was just playing on my own. I don't think anybody was playing with me at the time, because my brother used to play like Halo games with me all the time on those Xboxes. But there was one match where it was like a SWAT match, and the way it worked in Halo is you had like shields and stuff, so you'd have to like kill people, you'd have to get their shields down and then shoot through their health or whatever. And in this one, there was no shields, and any kind of headshot was an instant kill.
Right.
And literally, this dude was spin-botting so fucking hard that he would spawn and immediately die. And then spawn and immediately die again. So literally, he was getting literally all of the kills on his team. There was nobody else getting any kills. and we were just dying
they couldn't.
from the beginning of the game until the end of the game, one after the other. And one of the guys on the team I was in was like, I'm here playing with my kid, and this guy is like ruining the game for us. Like, what the fuck? This is terrible. And I was like, oh, well, here's how you report the cheater. And in the chat and stuff, we were typing it back and forth. And I walked him through the process, and the guy was like, I'm not cheating. I'm just really good. Like, fuck you.
You're like, fuck you.
Like, there's a lot of times when that might be the case. Like, there's times when I could be wrong and somebody's not cheating and it might just be really good. That was definitely not one of them.
Yeah. And again, sides hates that fucking type. Like, shit that's that fucking blatant.
Oh, it's like a
I can't even get any kills. My team's winning.
Like, the win condition is your team has to get like 30 kills or 40 kills before the other team does. And it's literally one guy has 40 kills and 0 deaths. Like,
yeah.
Like, nobody else on his team even got a kill, dude. Or an assist.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it's like, this fucking sucks. I guess it's nice to get the win fucking XP.
The benefit was, for us at least, the people who were being like the losing end of that, is that the match only lasted like a minute and a half.
Right.
Like, it was over like super fucking fast, and then we were off searching for another game. But goddamn, that was hilarious. It was just so blatant. It was like, kid,
no,
you
I'm really
good.
Like, fuck you, dude. Yeah, they try to claim that you're not cheating in a situation like that is just absurd.
The one was recently, there's a character in Overwatch called Junkrat, and his main fire is a projectile. It's not a hit scan, and it arches. It's a very, very arching weapon. It like lobs like water balloon like grenade things, or it's like little baseball grenade things out of a launcher, and it's very arced. Like, you have to be, like, you could be the equivalent of 10 feet away from somebody, and if you were shooting straight, it wouldn't reach them. It would hit the ground first. It's that much of an arc.
Right. Gotcha.
And this motherfucker was getting headshots, which is stupid because that gun doesn't give you a bonus on damage for headshots. So, like, it's the same damage wherever you hit the character. But this dude was getting headshots repetitively across the map. Like, around corners and behind walls and shit. And even to the point where he had used one of his mines to knock somebody off the side of the map so they would fall and die off the edge of the map. And because it was automatically aiming and locking on people, his gun automatically switched to the person who was over the edge, out of his line of sight, and headshotted them on the way down to kill them before they landed and died from fall damage.
Wow.
And then went right back and whipped right back to the other team, like the other people that it was shooting at. It just like, oh yeah, just one real quick last shot on the way down. It's so fucking...
Right. I'm so talented at this game.
And it was like, because like, you would never do that while you're in the middle of fighting somebody else right in front of you. So he's being shot at by other people while he did that. It's like, you just stopped shooting at the guy who was actively killing you to like get one last shot on this guy that could no longer do any damage.
Gonna die. Yeah. Was gonna die anyway.
That was fucking hilarious, dude. I saw that and I was just like, you've got to be kidding me.
Yeah, like I said, I don't understand that the mindset of thinking you're achieving something.
Yeah, I don't get it. But hey, you know what? It is what it is, I guess. They're going to do what they're going to do.
Yeah, indeed.
It's just a shame that it takes games that are a lot of fun and kind of ruins them for everyone else.
Yeah. And the longer a game is out, I assume the worse it gets.
Oh yeah, I mean, and it's also games that are not even like really that competitive, like Conan Exiles, like PvE stuff, and like there were extremely rare, but there were even cheats in like Sea of Thieves, which was kind of dumb.
Oh right.
I mean, it's just like there's no safe game anymore. But it was nice to see that Battlefront 2 was a lot more it's still a thriving community of players, so you're not waiting forever for a match, and it doesn't seem like there's a lot of people cheating in that, if there's any.
Nice. Yeah. That sounds nice.
It's
oh,
nice.
Fuck. Oh shit! It's like 6:15.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're about done. Yeah, I think we should wrap up and go. I can smell dinner.
Indeed. So.